Before my father was ruthlessly devoured by a dragon, he used to always tell me I had to have goals in life. I thought it would be fitting that my first goal as an adventurer would be to slay the beast that ate him.
Hello.
Well, that doesn't sound like a strategy at all.
I wouldn't expect you to understand these things.
Who comes? And what do you seek?
I'm Krag, and these guys are not really important.
I agree to do this. I give Garen share of the treasure.
Done. Your reign of evil ends here.
All knights must be strong and just.
You're a whiny bitch, and I hate you.
That's just a man in a tin suit. That armor weighs you down, makes you a target.
Are you adventurers? Yeah. Hi there. Sort of.
To a knight, battle is but a means of protecting those who need protection.
I am Krag, son of Horus, son of Drax. You killed the first one. Now I am here to kill you back.
Adventuring. It's really something else.
Can't see it. So here we are. Now I know, though. We're back because it's 6 o'clock on a Friday night. What time is it? It's time for... You guys aren't going to do it? You're not going to back me up?
Dragons and
Comments. Oh, there we go.
Comments.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. I changed the formula on y'all for this one, which was unwise, and I won't be doing that again. Don't worry, everybody. Next Friday, we will be saying it correctly. Hello, everybody. We are glad that you are back here while we are streaming in this quarantine side quest. We have the Klassic Krew with us for one more night, and then what's going to happen next time, we don't know. I'm going to run something next Friday, but I haven't 100% decided what it's going to be. So, but for now, you can enjoy the Klassic Krag Krew as they finish up the quest that they were unable to complete in 2 parts, like I had originally said they would be able to do.
Say but.
Yeah.
What? Diana just went, but.
Good. Of course, I want to thank all of you for joining us because it's nice to just hang out with you guys. Yeah. It's nice to get on here and chat with y'all. We will be doing the chat breaks throughout the episode, so make sure that when we do those chat breaks that you are chatting with us and putting all the comments that you really want us to acknowledge and read and respond to during our little breaks. Other than that, we'll be in the adventure. You'll be hearing Sirenscape because Sirenscape is awesome and they are still making this show possible.
They may hear Sirenscape. I don't know.
Okay, you might hear Sirenscape throughout this episode, and if you do, whether you do or not, Sirenscape is still awesome. Even though we can't do dice boxes anymore, we still really like Norse Foundry. It's not Norse Foundry's fault that there's no dice boxes. It's coronavirus's fault that there's no dice boxes. And yes, you have dice as well that you would roll in your dice box. Yep. Does everybody want to show off their dice real quick? Does everybody want to?
Yeah. Norse Foundry dice.
Norse Foundry dice.
I've actually got
tray.
Ooh, it was on the 20. I didn't even plan that. It just was.
It's upside down, Jim Jam.
You
it's
gave,
fine. It
you
still
gave
counts.
those dice that are all 20s back, right? Like you don't still have those.
I never got any of the all 20s. I only got the all ones. I know which ones not to use. I think I'm done rambling in the pre-show stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and play some Pathfinder if that's all right with y'all.
Yay!
Diana at least wants to play.
I'm the only one who's excited.
Diana's the
I said
only
yes! I'm excited.
Whoa. When last we met, the Krag Krew was... I quit. I'm done. No.
Oh!
When last we met, the Krag Krew was hot on the trail of a foul magic user, Thexus. Their goal was to make the snowy Dunstall Mountains safe for the frosty hybrid creature named Akshia, who wished to return to her home with her cubs, but could not while her former master still lived. Before leaving for the mountains, the Krag Krew wanted to gather some supplies, but they had little in the way of money. Luckily, Cadwell offered Marcus a line of credit to get some potions. For some reason, this was supposed to mean that literally everyone in town offered lines of credit, and it was determined that an infinite supply of free money was available if only we spent enough time negotiating finance contracts. Truly, the exciting action everybody tuned in to see. In the mountains, the crew had little trouble until it was time to set up camp. In the middle of the night, Quigley heard singing in the darkness. After confirming in absolute terms several times that he wasn't magically compelled to investigate, Quigley bravely and wisely ignored the clear action hook. In the morning, Ale, Mug's animal companion, was gone.
Aw.
The heroes began to search the mountains, and after several hours, they were beset upon by a veritable army of harpies. The wretched bird women demanded the heroes serve them by doing some things that turned out to be arbitrary, unnecessary, and uninteresting. So the harpies gave up and flew away, questioning their own existences. Having successfully dodged all attempts to engage them in the harpy-based side quest, the heroes proceeded toward their primary goal of finding Thexus. They found a recently destroyed village and encountered their deadliest foe yet, a patch of very cold mold. After getting just absolutely wrecked by the mold, they found themselves face to face with a pair of wild yeti. Wild magic and bad luck turned this encounter into a fight for their very lives, but that is where we join you now. You all stand in the middle of a ruined mountaintop village, dead yeti at your feet. There are still 4 standing huts and a longhouse in the distance. You are on the hunt for Thexus, though you still aren't even sure exactly who or what Thexus is. So what do you do?
We
read
Comments!
Good.
Hooray.
There was a good one. There was a funny one before from Lucas Martinez. He said, next week, My Little Pony Krag Edition.
Hey!
Yes, I love My Little Ponies.
The real POTUS points out so much salty, Jim. Very salty.
Oh, Jim Jam, that was so funny. Oh, yeah.
That may have been your saltiest recap you've ever done.
It might have been, yeah.
Maybe. And
I've
you've
had some good ones, but
Yeah.
I had to mute myself. I was laughing so hard.
Cryptwalker76 says, Quigley needs to breathe.
Yeah, I do. Brian Summer says, Good Friday. How about Great Friday? Let's do some dat. Happy Good Friday, everyone.
While we wait for some more comments to come in, I wanted to give some shout outs to some people that have followed over the last day or so. Blog Wobble, which is a great name.
Blog Wobble.
Nice.
Awesome Shoe, Sassy Quian,
Queen?
Sassy Quinn.
And Grateful Dan 614. So thank you so much for following, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Those
We are
follows.
grateful.
Crossbear
And,
18 says that no, we don't need the dice cams because we already know that Quigley cheats.
Dang. It's true, though.
That's true. How do they pick up the dice? Asked Crossbear. What?
I don't.
Ghosts? I don't know where he's going.
Oh.
with
I use my
this.
forefinger and
ghosts.
thumb.
No, he's saying, since when do you let ghosts play because of, previous events in alternate dimensions?
Oh,
that
golly,
don't count
Crossbear.
here?
It's such an old joke now.
You got me.
Come on.
You got me. You get me every time, man. Kyle, you're killing me, Kyle.
Want you to throw those shoes.
And by
Oh.
people, at least one
Oh.
person, Brian Summer.
Yeet them.
Oh, those shoes.
Hi, Mom.
Ah! Oh, I just missed a puddle of water.
Sarah BC1 has cheered and has become the Bit Boss Battle Box
Yay!
champion.
Thank you, Sarah.
Craig, are the studio slippers the same one you're wearing right now inside the Crag Cave, or do you have different?
I have
ones?
on. I don't have slippers on. I just take my shoes off and throw them. And I'm wearing thicker socks today. I have mountaineering socks on today because it's a little chilly in the old Krag Cave.
My
Hiking
hearing.
socks. It's cold.
I have
I will-
buggy socks.
I will also say before we get off the comments that that Fluffy Walrus 84 said was talking earlier about how it's their birthday. So happy birthday, Fluffy Walrus!
Well,
fellow
happy
Aries.
birthday.
Fist bump.
Happy birthday.
Did you just punch Fluffy Walrus?
I fist bump Fluffy Walrus because
bump.
we are Aries buddies.
Ah.
Okay, sorry.
Sarah gave her Bit Boss hero point reroll to you, Diana.
Woo! Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
messed with the Bit Boss today, so I'll see how the fans like that.
I like it.
That's ominous.
I've messed with it. So you're all standing there. You're just outside a small collection of ruined huts. You know that at least 2 of them housed Yeti that now lie dead before you, but there are 2 others that are a total mystery. Beyond them all lies this long house. What's happening? What are you doing? How's it going?
Well, I know Mug binged the crap out of us with the wand.
Yes, he binged the crap. He's just finishing up binging the crap out of all of you.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. I promise, the last comment, I know we're off comments, but Real POTUS 98 has the best one that encapsulates the entire Dat family. Something changed? We hate it! Just kidding. Okay. All right. Sorry. We got bopped with a wand. Got it. Okay.
All right. So Dead Yeti.
Dead
we
Yeti.
We still haven't searched the other cabins.
You have not. You've actually not searched any of the. You know that Dead Yeti, that the now Dead Yeti did come out of 2 of the huts. So technically, you haven't actually explored any of them. You just know that the Yeti were in.
It came out of separate huts, right?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
They did.
Jim, I pulverized the one Yeti to like a
You
pulp.
did.
The other
Yes.
one, can I go inspect that thing and see if it just looks like a regular Yeti, or if I could roll anything that would give me...
Why don't you just make a perception check for me?
And quickly we'll look around and say, he'll look at
Michael
Master
Jordan.
Mug. He'll look at Master Mug, Lady Alex, and Lord Marcus, and he'll go, hut, 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 hike.
Goose?
Cool. Cool.
Why would he say that?
Mug starts hiking towards the hut was pointed out to him.
Sure. Krag, as you're inspecting the body, you do notice some very strange things. First of all, you notice that some patches of its fur are much shorter than others. And as you inspect those patches, you realize it's because parts of this Yeti must have been shaved away, because you can see like recent scars and some markings and why can't I think of the word? Stitches, actually, stitches. And as you sort of focus in on that and inspect it even further, you find a space on the back of the Yeti's neck that is still hairless. Just one spot. You sort of lift up some of the hair to see this patch underneath that has a string of numbers.
What are those numbers?
80801-642.
Why
Guys.
are you saying my phone number on stream?
Guys, I think this is a creature created by Thexus. Come here, look at this. And I show them the numbers and the spot where you said it was stitched up, or
Yeah.
Spot that's stitched up. Should we open it up and see what's in there?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's dig into this. Yeah.
Jared is a little terrified right now.
You said it because you said stitch. So they shaved the fur. They stitched it up. Maybe there's something underneath the skin.
Alex, do you want to do the honors, or you want me to do it?
I can do it. So I pull out my dagger and I cut away the stitches, and then I look in.
You cut away the stitches and begin looking inside, and you there's like this, just not too far beneath the skin, there is this long, flat metal plate. You
Can I
pull it
take it
out,
out?
and that looks like there's some runic script on it. It doesn't look like anything that you've ever seen before. It's not any of the languages that you know.
I'd wipe it and I'd show everyone.
Sure.
And then I'll hand it to Krag, and I'm gonna walk over to another Yeti, flip it over to see if it has the same as
Well,
that
the other
thing.
one has been thoroughly smashed and desecrated by Krag's rage. Once he regained his full strength, he began just pulverizing the body into pulp.
So there's no metal thing hanging around?
There's really nothing there that you could you don't know what the heck is going on. It's just this mass of fur and blood and bone.
Okay.
Jim, I read the runes to everyone because I can read runes. Everyone says I can't read, but I know what runes.
He just goes, squiggly line over a thing and a river.
I think the people who actually know magic are desperately trying to get my attention. So let me go to them real quick. Marcus.
Just wanted to detect magic on that thing.
There is a faint aura of magic. Concentrating a little more, which I assume you do, you detect a faint aura of divination magic.
Divination. Interesting. Could I do a spellcraft on it to determine what spell it is?
I would allow it. That is absolutely what you could do.
All right. I'm going to do a spellcraft check. And I believe I got an edge from Sarah BC1 because she dropped $30, giving the whole table edges, even Jim.
Yes, and then she dropped $75, giving you, Lord Marcus, wild magic.
I would advise against that. I'm sure that was a misinterpretation from Streamlabs. We'll get it clarified. 29 spellcraft, Jim.
Oh, yeah. You can tell that this was a metal plate inserted into this creature designed to make it easier to track through magic. So normally when somebody tries to cast divinations, there are measures somebody can take to hide themselves from it. For example, with scrying, you can resist scrying. There are spells you can cast to hide yourself from other types of location magic. This specific plate is designed to make it virtually impossible to A, hide from divination, and B, resist divination through your own will.
Like a microchip. So, well, do you tell us any of this, Marcus, or no?
Yes, I do. I tell you all of that.
So, if we were to do an incision on one of us and stick that plate in there, would it
go
hide
on.
us?
Yes, it would. Yeah, absolutely, Alex. Go ahead, just cut your arm, and I will just place it in there for you.
Let's hold on to it for a little bit longer, and then I'll.
Are you sure? Because you had such a good idea.
No, we should hold on to it in case we need to look at the rune again, and maybe later we can figure something out.
You know what? You could eat it as long as you don't, get rid of it.
I can eat it?
Yeah, you just eat it. It'll work the same way.
Isn't the thing like this big?
Oh, it's just a pizza parchment thing. Yeah, you'll be fine.
How big is it,
It's
Jim?
metal.
How big is this thing?
Yeah, see?
It's a bit.
It's like this. That is not fitting in my mouth. Wrong words. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Moving on. Okay, the numbers are on the neck as well? Or was that on the rune plate?
The numbers were on the back of its neck. So that was separate from the plate.
Yeah, what do you think these numbers mean, guys? 80801642. Is that its name or something? Are there that many?
Well, let's check the other one. Does it have the same number or a different number?
Its body has been
It's
thoroughly
completely
smashed into
gross.
pulp by Krag, who was very glad to have his full strength back at the end of last episode.
Right.
Yeah, about that Yeti.
I say we start searching these huts.
Yeah.
All right, keep that metal thing though.
Oh, yeah, no problem. As soon as she turns around, Jim, I throw it.
Okay. Alrighty. So I believe that the Yeti, I'm pretty sure it was Quigley, but it could have been one of you. We were literally about to step into a hut when this thing came bursting out of it.
Yes.
That was Quigley.
I think it was Ben.
So that would, you can start there or the hut
Start there.
starting there. Okay. So walking inside, you see that it's pretty barren. There is it's mostly just smells of wet fur, but you can see that there are gnawed bones scattered about all over the place.
Ooh.
While Krag and everyone walks away from me, I'm just standing there, Jim, just sort of watching Krag and wondering what happened. He was beautiful for a moment, and I just don't understand.
For one
what happened.
glorious shining moment. Oh,
It
5,
was
yeah.
a 5, yes.
Yeah, there's some bones on the ground.
Nothing here.
Dingly bones.
Okay, next hut. Go over to the next hut, Jim.
The next hut is pretty much the same thing. You walk inside. This is the one that the second the second Yeti came out of. It's again mostly barren, wet fur, like animal smell here, gnawed bones scattered about all over the place. Otherwise, looks uninteresting.
Does it seem like they were intelligent?
Make a knowledge local check, anybody who happens to have it. I know that you probably don't, Krag, but maybe,
I have it.
Maybe old Alex does.
Knowledge local?
I don't have it.
Oh boy, that's an awful roll. Actually, I don't have knowledge local yet. Later on, Alex does.
Oh, later Alex has knowledge local.
Yeah.
I raised my hand from the back of the group. 26.
Yes. 26. You know that Yeti are pretty intelligent. They are also a communal species, so they have like a basic society. I'm starting to see some loot.
Yeah,
Hold on.
sorry. Jared and I both just saw the same thing.
Yeah.
Sarah BC1 just donated $250.
Wait, whoa.
Hi.
Card for the table.
Cards for the whole table.
Oh my God!
Wow, Sarah.
Wow.
Holy crap!
Oh,
Sarah!
Wow.
Thank you
I
so
want the Ace of
much.
Clubs.
How?
I want the Ace of Clubs.
Lord Marcus, I choose the Ace of Clubs.
Oh my gosh. Sarah, that's amazing. Thank you
All right.
so much.
Thank you.
wow.
Thank you.
Sarah is the mom. Sarah is the mom of Dragons and
Sarah supports everything. All of us streaming. She's always on every stream we do.
Aw,
Support. It's
Sarah.
really wonderful.
She sent Jamie a puzzle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know,
And me an extra minifigure. It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know of many other streams that get people that are as dedicated as our crazies, but I don't know that anybody is as crazy as our dedicated Sarah BC1.
Sarah,
So
you're
thank you.
amazing. Thank you, Sarah.
Honestly, thank you. Okay, guys, I have the cards. I'll have one of you pick my card for me so that I don't cheat.
Are they? Have you removed any numbers between 6 and 10?
Let's not worry about that and let's just pick cards. All right, so let's go left to right, or on my screen, left to right at least. Diana, you tell me what card you want. You tell me when to stop.
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 It's somewhere in the middle where your finger is. That's fine.
That's a good one.
Yep.
That is an ace of hearts.
What does that do? I forgot.
The old Ace of Hearts. That one is going to heal you to your maximum hit points immediately, and you also gain damage reduction equal to your level.
Ooh,
Nice.
ooh, ooh.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Like she gains damage reduction until she uses the card, or when using the card for
And
that round?
after using the card, she gains damage reduction for the remainder of the encounter.
For the remainder of the encounter.
Wow, that's amazing.
Incredible.
Wow.
I'll buy that from you.
Wow. Okay. I don't put that one back in the deck. Right?
No.
Okay. So Quigley,
Second card from the left.
second card. So this one?
Yes.
Okay, second card. Hang on. Another good one, Quigley. Jack of Hearts.
Oh.
Actually, a good one for Quigley specifically to have. You can transfer any number of hit points to an ally. So basically, you decide how many of your hit points you will give any ally that you can, or any of your allies. Distance is not affected.
Wait, there's a raid happening, guys.
There's a raid?
There's a raid?
Dead Gamer
Hi,
raided us.
raid.
And Duchess of Dinos has given bits, and Furash has reset
Holy
for 26
cow.
months.
Thanks, guys.
There's so
Holy
much
cow.
happening.
Luna
So
Steel
much
Soft
happening.
throwing bits at us.
We're not even playing a game right now, basically. We're just we're just hanging out. All
We're
right.
looking at cards.
We are playing a game, but we're just trying to get some card action going on here. Craig, do you want to take the Quigley route and give me a number, or do you want to just pick?
I want the very last card on the right.
On the right.
The very first card.
So this one.
Yeah.
Okay, not a great choice, Craig. Two of hearts.
Oh,
Yes, it's a great choice.
All right, two of hearts for you, Craig.
2 hit points.
2 hit points.
Sweet.
All right.
That's all right.
That could be
Still
the
two.
difference between life and death. Sir
It's true.
Krag.
All right, Mug, do you have a number, or do you want to just pick?
I'm gonna say like 3/4 of the way through to the right, just somewhere around, right about there.
Right about here. Okay. That is. Wait, hold on. I gotta get. Actually, hold on. Sorry.
Got you. a good
Actually,
one.
Well, no, I was trying to not. Well, there you go. Two
Ooh.
of clubs.
What?
Or jack of clubs.
Not what that is.
Sorry, jack of clubs.
Jack of spades.
Adam's gone on the fritz.
I was trying not to.
It's okay, we love you.
This is actually difficult to apply to our current game. It's in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, you increase the number of actions your target's current action costs by 1. However, in this one, I guess we will just say you increase your target's current action to a full round action.
All right.
So if somebody's moving or something, you can just slam the card down. It takes them a full round to do that one action.
Oh, it's a trigger thing.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
reaction, yeah.
So I'm not going to look. I'm putting my head down.
That one.
Which?
We
That
believe
one.
you.
That one.
Go. Stop.
That one.
Pull it.
Pull
He's
it.
looking.
That
Pull it.
Stop.
No,
Get it.
I'm not looking.
There.
Pull it.
That
Go.
one.
What'd I get?
Jack of
Jack of
Jack of
clubs.
Jack of clubs. All the jacks are out of the deck now, huh?
So everyone
Just
got
about.
a good card except for me.
Yeah, you cracked it. This is fun for you, Marcus.
Yeah?
You choose to critically fail your attack or check. However, you choose to fail whatever action you're taking in that moment. However, you fail so bumblingly and so amusingly that all of your enemies are flat-footed for 1d4 rounds because they can't stop laughing at you.
Ooh, that's a good card for Marcus.
All
That's
right.
great.
Now, do I critically fail or do I just fail?
You critically fail.
Okay.
Whatever you're trying to do fails epically, but in such an amusing way that everybody who can see you, who is an enemy, is flat-footed from laughing at you.
You
I like
critically fail tapping your toes. All right. We're searching huts.
Searching huts. There's
Searching
another hut to go to.
Pizza Hut.
Wait, I think we
Quigley and I go to
were.
Pizza Hut.
Weren't we finding out about knowledge local?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were finding out about knowledge local.
You had 20.
And you had a pretty good knowledge local check. So you had, yes, what I had mentioned before was that you know that Yeti are relatively intelligent. They have society. They probably wouldn't live they wouldn't necessarily live in conditions much better than this. Though you know that, like, looking around, this wasn't a Yeti village. This was definitely a place that they have been transplanted to.
I think Mug wants to do something.
Where would they normally live, Jim, if I know all that?
The local environment isn't too far off from what you would expect them to exist in. They love cold. They're mountaintop dwellers. So it's not surprising to find Yeti in a location like this. You just know that this particular space is not a Yeti. This is not a Yeti village.
And are they normally aggressive in terms of they will go out and attack a village like this?
For food, yeah. Like they don't.
But isn't this village like burned?
Yes.
Is that something that Yeti would do?
No, they don't like fire.
And are they scavenger-like? So they would just be picking up bodies? So basically, do I assume they were here scavenging, or do I assume they were here for a different reason?
Unlikely that they would have been scavenging this place.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
so look, everybody, Yetis wouldn't have set fire to this village. I'll tell you that much. And they wouldn't be here picking over the dead. So, and this is not where they live. I mean, it's an environment suited for them, but this area is not where they live.
Well,
Mug, have you ever seen anything like this?
I mean, I'm wondering, Jim Jam, is it unnaturally colder here than it would be at our altitude? The way that the cave bear thing was?
Make a knowledge nature check.
I have knowledge nature. 19 on the die. Gonna be 33, Jim.
Sure. You know that these mountains have always been naturally colder. There is something about these mountains that has always been off. It has always been unnaturally cold here. For example, right now it's the middle of summer. And while mountaintops are cold, like the amount of cold here is unnatural no matter, like, but it's always been that way. So it's unnatural, but not unusual.
Okay. So Yeti would have, or all cold weather creatures would kind of push down a little further here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll share that it's colder here than most mountains. So getting them in the lower lands isn't unheard of. But those were the first Yeti I've ever seen.
I feel like that metal plate is some form of a device that they use to find them, and knowing that they're here and possibly making them do what they want them to do here, like a tracking device.
Can I detect magic on like the area, looking for like a remnants of a scry or some sort?
Yeah, you can do a detect magic. Nothing pings that you don't expect. So there's unlikely to have been any unexpected magical activity in the last few hours.
Okay.
You guys think there'll be more Yeti here?
I mean,
from what you're saying,
I kind of feel like they found shelter and just kind of wandered in and set up. But we've only looked at 2 of the huts so far. So
let's just be on guard. We
Yes,
don't want to get surprised again.
Yes, we'll be Yeti. Ready.
All right, on to the next hut.
You go to the next hut.
Weapon drawn, ready.
This one's actually closed, but not locked closed. It contains a steel pole that has been driven into the ground in the very center of this hut. There is a broken length of chain that extends from the pole.
Uh-oh.
There's also a very faded animal smell here, but little else of interest.
Is it the same animal smell as our Axia?
Make a perception check.
Aksha.
Can I look at the chain and see if it's reminds me of the remnants of the chain hanging from the collar?
Make a perception check as well, Krag.
Only a 9.
Only a 9. Difficult to tell. It's very, very faded.
22.
22. Woo! As you are looking at the broken length of chain, you see that like the metal has been sort of twisted and shattered, and there's this like this old rime that has sort of crusted where the break happens, and it does kind of remind you. What actually strikes you the most is it's almost like the chain. Perhaps the chain was frozen and then shattered when it was brittle. And now you're thinking about the length of chain that was connected to the collar that Aksha was wearing, and you think that there's a good chance they're the one and the same.
I tell everyone that. Guys, I think there's a really good chance that Aksha was chained up in this hut. Look, check out this chain here.
That's a nice chain, Sir Krag.
Well, it's broken.
Oh, it's broken,
not a good chain.
Though. It's not very good. I mean,
I guess mend. No.
I mean, it's a good chain. It's just broken. I don't know that you want to keep it.
Jim, I'll detect magic in this hut.
There's no magic in this hut.
Is there any magic in the surrounding huts at all?
You are pinging around, and you get you get some magic out of the final hut.
I say, hey guys, you'll never guess what, but there's magic in that final hut.
Is that one of them that I've already checked, Jim Jam?
No.
Oh, I haven't checked that one yet, so that makes sense.
Oh, stride boldly forth there, Quinn.
I stride boldly forth then.
As you are striding
back.
As you are striding boldly towards it, you notice that the door to this hut looks as though it has been reinforced since the village's destruction. You can see that like where the other huts had these like really flimsy doorways, some of which had just been destroyed. Even the one that was on what you are assuming was Aksha's former hut, it was just very flimsy. But this one looks like a new door was constructed and placed here to be much sturdier.
Oh, I'll open it.
You try, but you cannot.
Oh, I don't think I can open this.
I have 2 questions before I walk out of this room with the pole and the chain.
Yes.
What is the pole made of?
Steel.
Okay, that negates the next question. I walk.
Okay.
Can I walk over to the door and detect a trap on it?
I don't know. It'll all depend upon your roll.
Okay, let me see.
Burn.
19 on the die, plus 11.
You do not get the sense that any trap has been installed on the door that you could. You're fairly confident that it is.
And it's locked, yes?
Yes, it is locked.
Can I try to disable it?
You may.
Jim, does this hut that she's looking at, does it have any windows or chimney or any other egresses or ingresses or gresses of any kind?
Does not have any other gresses, which you can see.
I rolled a 14 plus my 14.
28. That is sufficient. It's not your prettiest work, but it'll do. You managed to pop the lock on that, and you know that you could open it if you chose.
All right, I would step back and I'd look at Quigley and go, after you.
Very much. I will lead the way for us, and I will open the door.
You open the door. When you do so, you are looking into a room that has another steel pole driven into the ground at the center. Chained to the pole is the wretched figure of a muzzled harpy. As a cold wind blows into the room, she suddenly perks up and begins casting about, and you hear this muffled cry. She's wearing this mask that seems to make it her unable to speak.
Quick, she's casting.
She's very clearly upset, but who wouldn't be in such a situation?
Right.
But her gaze passes right over you and keeps going, and she's still looking about as if she hasn't seen anything. What do you do?
I'll go take the muzzle off of her.
Okay, you march right up to her, and you take the muzzle off, and she says, "Get away from me! What are you? Let me go! Get out of here! My mother will be coming. She's going to kill all of you."
No, I'm sorry. Are you good or bad?
She stops for a moment, and you can see her mouth is sort of hanging open, she's shocked to hear your voice.
Is Quigley talking to somebody in there?
I think
so. There's one of those flying hags chained to a pole.
Oh, that's a harpy, Krag.
Okay, there's a harpy in here.
Here, I don't believe that you should be chained up like this. So,
what's he doing?
Oh no, hey, Quigley, no.
Or what?
He's trying to unlock the flying hag.
Oh, that seems like it might be problematic or good. I don't know. Anything could happen.
Hey, you should come in here and ask the harpy a bunch of questions and just keep saying what to it.
No.
So, I'm sorry. They're going to keep talking out there. So, but you and I could still discuss things in here while they're arguing.
Who are you? What is this? Is this another one of your tricks?
I'm very sorry. I'm Squire Quigley. And these are my faithful companions. That out there is Sir Krag. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he is the heir to the throne of the Bleeding Neck Barbarians. He is a prince, and he is very strong indeed. And we are here to do good and to help stop Thexus.
Great. Get me out of here.
Okay. And I do.
Well, she is currently manacled by the ankles to this pole, and you can see that does require a key of some kind.
Right. So I pull out the glove of unmanacling that you gave me, and I stick it on the manacles, and they're unmanacled.
It was actually a cursed glove of hand devouring, and when you place your hand inside, it dissolves into nothing.
You got those hands, Jim. You finally got them.
Finally.
Can I ask her a question?
I will allow one question.
Okay.
She's already asked it.
Who changed you up? Who chained you up here?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. I can't see anything. He's my eyes. I can't see anything. And you can actually look now that you're closer to her and you're looking, and she is looking around. Like her eyes have this sort of white, filmy glaze, and she does. You kind of believe her.
Why would they want you? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know what they are doing. They don't talk to me. They come in every once in a while to feed me and poke me and prod me, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Did you get a metal plate inserted into your neck?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Can I look on her back?
Sure. Yeah. Make a perception check.
11 plus 11. No, so 11 plus 9.
You can see some signs of recent not recent scarring, but recent wounds that all look like most of them look like they've been stitched up, but none of them are quite as big as the one on the Yeti where the steel plate was inserted. But it's impossible to tell without really digging into those stitches whether there's anything in there.
Is there a number on her neck, Alex?
Do I see a number on her neck?
You do not.
No. Is someone experimenting with you guys? Do you know if you're the only harpy here?
Oh yeah, they're definitely experimenting.
Anything. Every time they come in, everything just goes quiet, and I can't see, and I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I'd like to enter the shed, the shack.
Have you always been blind?
No. This didn't happen until they came and got me. I was out flying around on my own, and I went to I saw a lizard, and I went to get it. I was going to eat it, but then they jumped me. The first thing that happened was everything went dark, and then I got hit on the head, and when I woke up, I was here, and I don't know anything else. They don't talk to me. They won't tell me anything. They don't even let me speak. That muzzle, they put it on my face, I assume, to prevent the song. They must have known that what we can do.
I want to look at her eyes, Jim.
Yes.
And probably call Mug forward as well, because I know he actually has some skill at healing, and all I can really offer is maybe some aid in pointing things out. So I kind of say, if you could just be still for just one moment. I know you have no reason to trust us, but I'd like to try to see what they've actually done to your sight and see if it's reversible.
Okay.
That's Lord Marcus. He is a wizard.
I say, Mug, could you maybe also help out here?
Mug would walk up to the doorway, take in the image.
Okay.
Probably look to Krag, and if I go in there, I will kill her.
What?
Why?
They took Ale.
Maybe this could be the perfect bargaining chip to get Ale back.
Krag, I never thought of you as a smart guy, but you got it.
No, I don't. I'm not working in maybes at this point.
Well, okay, let me give a look, see, shall I?
Yep.
Just roll this here die.
Mm-hmm.
Heal check, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're blind forever. No, 16 total.
16. Yeah, you can. I mean, she is blind forever. That you can tell. Like it's like there's no way. Like whatever they've done has completely destroyed her eyesight. However, what I would like you to do now is make a knowledge arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
27.
27. What you do know also is that unless they had some other method of doing this, from the sounds of it, she suddenly went blind. And you do know that you're dealing with somebody who's at least somewhat familiar with magic, and there is a powerful necromantic spell that can permanently destroy someone's eyesight. It's reversible with the counter magic, but otherwise it's permanent.
I say to her, I'm sorry. It seems that the thing that did this to you used a very insidious type of spell that has caused you to become blinded. I unfortunately don't have the skills to reverse that. It can be reversed, but it would require some powerful magic that I don't have access to.
Perhaps my mother would know such magic. She's a powerful shaman. She probably is using her magic right now to look for me, though I doubt that she has all the supplies necessary to cast the spells that she doesn't scry very often.
What does she normally need for that spell to scry?
A very interesting question that you've asked. You know, she usually uses liquid silver that she pours into her scrying bowl, and when she looks into it, I bet she's trying so hard to get some, but it's so dangerous to get it. She would need somebody to help her, and it's just a shame that no one would ever help her. My gosh.
So I'm looking at her like this, and Krag's over my shoulder, and I just turn and look at Krag. I say, well, the thing is, I think that we probably came across your mother earlier. There has been a large misunderstanding. You see, I have a companion who has an animal friend, a rock, in fact, and your mother has taken that rock in hopes of getting us to leave. And our quest is to destroy the individual that did this to you. So you see, right now there's a lot of miscommunications, and what we'd like to do is free you and get you to your mother, and in doing so, we hope that maybe you could put in a good word so that we could get our friend back and go about our mission of ridding the world of the creature that did this to you.
Yes.
Yes, you would like my help?
Well, we would like your help, but we have to free you first.
Why?
Well, as I explained, we have a pet rock.
No, it's okay. You don't have to play along, because I'll just say why 100 times until you hate your life. We're good here, though.
And also, please tell your mother that she sang beautifully.
Yes, they all can.
We could
They
listen.
can all sing.
I could listen to her for days.
Yes, you would have to if that's what she wanted.
Right.
So, Alex, why don't we see about freeing our friend here? And what's your name?
Oh, sorry, I forgot you asked me a question. Stella.
Stella.
Yes.
Well, Stella, as you know, I'm Marcus. The other voice that's just high-pitched and just grating on your ears is Quigley, as he mentioned.
That's
there's
me.
Mug and Krag and Alex as well. Alex is going to try to get you out of your chains. Are you thirsty? Do you need anything?
No, they have kept me fed. It seems to be the only thing that they come in here to do is feed me.
When was the last time they came in?
I was going to ask that.
Go ahead, Alex.
I was going to ask that.
Perhaps maybe 3 or 4 hours ago. I don't know.
When's the
It's
next time they're
difficult to
coming
tell
back?
time. It's always difficult to tell, but
All right.
I don't know. Maybe in a few hours, one or two.
Do you have any idea how many come to see you? More than one?
They never speak to me, but I think there's 2. I think, but sometimes I hear other things moving around. I don't know. I heard the fight outside. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even know where I am.
So you're in a hut, chained to a pole. Flying Hag Stella, if we set you free, would you be able to find your way back to your flock?
No, I'm blind.
You don't have some sort of keen sense of smell or direction that could... There's no super hag power that you possess that...
No, there isn't.
We'll have to help her. Here we go. I'll bend down and start trying to disable her.
Sure.
13 plus 14. Sorry.
13 plus 14. Well, you start to go to work on the lock, and you get the lock picks in there. And this one's actually a little bit of a better quality lock. than the previous one, and it's very difficult to get in there. It's such a smaller area, and then suddenly you hear this sound, and it sounds a lot like reading comments for 2 minutes.
Oh!
Hey, comment break.
That's weird to be coming from a lock.
I have been saved on one comment from the very beginning, which was oh no, I might have lost it. I did lose it.
No.
But Scott Denuzo said, read it out loud, Krag, because if you can't, we all know.
Talking about the runes.
Brian Summer says that Alex says, pardon me, I know you may have just met me, but would you mind if I perform some minor surgery on your neck?
Tempted.
In the meantime, there were cheers from Scott Denuzo, who became the Bit Boss Battle Box champion, giving a reroll to his words, not mine, the cheater, Quigley.
Ooh.
We also had some bits come in from Sarah BC1 again.
Thank you,
Nice.
Sarah.
On fire.
Lucas Martinez says, Evil Jim Jam, I will shoehorn this side quest in this story, so help me.
It's all coming back on us.
It's almost like Jim was a good GM, and we just got distracted.
It all would have made way more sense if you had done it linearly, but here we are. We still got to the same place.
Like that, Lucas Martinez says, it's like this. I like this blind hag. Can she be a party member now?
I like that Krag suggested that she just find her way home.
That was pretty good. Just smell your way home.
We got a new follow. We got a new follow from the Constrepo fan.
What?
Hey.
What?
Hey, Alex.
Hi.
Constrepo.
Who's
Whoa.
that?
That's
Adam Kahn with his
that's you
sixth
and
account.
Adam
Oh, it might be Crossbones. Crossbones, if that's you, you're funny.
As we are quickly getting, we're almost to the halfway point. We're definitely past the 1/3 point of our April survival goal. So thank you all so much. The huge shout out to Sarah BC1 from earlier again for
Crazy.
$250 plus her 75 that she dropped plus her 30. Oh yeah, Sarah, this is crazy.
This is all over the place.
Man, as long as we got the Sarah bonuses.
Can't go wrong.
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
All right, so now Alex dies.
Excuse you.
You just hear the popping of the lock and the manacles fall away from her feet. She begins sort of stepping up and down, like, as the blood sort of recirculates into her legs, and she sort of like takes a couple of cautious steps, just trying to feel her way around. You can tell that she definitely will need help, your help, getting back.
I will help her.
I have two things I'd like to do. I would like to, while Alex was picking the lock, I kind of would have gone up to Krag and Quigley and Mug, because I assume they're kind of, whoever's kind of standing back at the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
I'd kind of go over there and kind of put my hands, over my mouth to kind of talk under, and I say, so there's kind of two options here. We could come back here and try to set a trap if we can get back here in time, because we know they're coming back here. But the other thing is, she's got that tracker in her. So unless we get that tracker out before we take her over there, they're going to know where she is. So they're going to come to us no matter what. So just food for thought. And then while we keep talking, and Mug, you can talk. I'm sorry. I just want to say I want to detect magic on her to know if there is any other spells that have been done to her. In terms of, I know that blindness, deafness probably got cast on her.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm getting an echo right now. But anyways, I want to know if what they were trying to do to her, did they give her superpowers? Did they mutate her in some other way? So go ahead, Mug. Sorry.
I think since we know it's the hag queen shaman's daughter or whatever, why don't we go find them, bring them back to her here, and then maybe we have some hag allies in a larger fight later.
Let's
Anybody-
put
Now that I
that.
know it's her daughter, I'm
Let's
willing
put the
to
hag in the
cooperate.
box.
That was my idea, Sir Krag.
I said it
Put her-
first.
To put her in there, and then she won't know, and then we could get her out later.
Well, Craig, that's actually a really great idea too, because we wouldn't be able to track her in there. Not until we were ready.
Not until Mug killed her.
Because we could still do Mug's plan too, though, because if we do let the Harpies know what's up, as soon as she comes out of the box, they should be able to track her to where she is, and we can already be waiting. In fact, we can take the thing out of her in the box, come out with it, and be wherever we need to be.
That sounded so wrong.
But it is right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Which plan?
I take the hag and I put the hag in the box.
You're gonna use the box? You're gonna use the box? We're gonna use the box! I'm so excited!
What are you doing? Trill Surge. Trill donated $25 so that Jim Jam could kill somebody today.
Nice.
Ah,
What are you doing? This is our past. We know we don't die.
I don't like that. But I do appreciate the donation. Thank you, Trill.
thank you, Trail.
So you put the hag, the harpy.
Before we go, guys, though, can we?
Oh, she's a hag, confirmed.
My thing froze. Sorry.
What was that?
Sorry, my screen froze and everyone froze for a second. I was going to say, before we go, did we search all of the huts?
There is still the longhouse.
Oh, we should do that.
We should do that before we go.
So we explain in the nicest way.
I'm sure it's very diplomatic.
We say, listen, we have this safe space for you. You can't see. If you go in here and sit quietly, everything's going to be okay. You're going to see her. Well, you actually won't see your mom soon, but your mom will be with you.
What? You know, I was talking to her and doing a fine job, but you have ruined this all.
Very comforting sounding
You
words, Krag.
have ruined everything.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, hearing such soothing, calm bedside matter, she gets into the box without a question.
Oh.
All right, let's go over to
Longhouse.
Let's go to Longhouse.
Hey,
Can I-
Jim,
can I
I'm
do
going to go
a
into the
loop?
box with her.
Okay.
Can I do a loop
Go.
around the outside of the longhouse first to check? for-
Yes. Yeah.
Sure, everybody makes fun of the box until it's 100% useful, and then everybody's like, I'm going to the box. Oh, yeah, let's put her in the box. It was my idea.
We're not making fun of
Otherwise-
the box. We're making fun of you.
It's the rope net sack and the box on your back that we're making fun of, Quigley.
19 for a general perception around the longhouse, looking mostly
General
for tracks and
Perception.
comings and goings.
Well, if you're looking for tracks, that would actually be a survival check. I don't know if that's better for you.
It is actually 2 better, so 21.
Sure, I'll allow that. So we'll port that over to a survival check, and what you determine is that there is a lot of sign of recent passage. And looking around at like the burned out huts and the scene that you arrived upon, there has definitely been a lot of movement in and out of this space between when all of this destruction occurred and now, like recent in the last like frequent daily travel. See fresh prints in the snow and lots of tracks of mud and all kinds of good stuff. What you also determine.
They look humanoid?
What you also determine with the 21 is that booted feet for sure, except you do see some oddly large booted tracks. Not just normal sized, but large ones as well.
Cool. Like, are we talking orc size or like maybe a hill giant size?
We're talking make a knowledge local check. If you've got that, or if you point the tracks out to somebody who does have knowledge
Yeah,
local.
I'll do that. That works better. I point out these large boot tracks.
I think I might be the only one with knowledge local, and
Yeah.
I'm in the box right now. I was in the box for 2 reasons. One, I didn't know if there was any follow-up to what I was trying to figure out, if she had any other effects or spells on her.
Sure. You don't detect any magic on her except for a faint aura of divination.
Which makes sense for what I had detected before.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a moment to actually explain where she is and what's happening. And just say, our leader, Krag, is very strong, not strong in the brains or manners department. But we are taking you to your mother. You are in an extra dimensional space. So you are safe, and they can't detect you right now. But were you to leave this box, they could detect you because of what they've put into you. And I think that your mother will probably want to remove that. We will not remove it from you because I think that would be a little over the line and probably make you very nervous. So
make a diplomacy check.
Yeah, I'm really good at that. Wish I had a reroll.
You have an edge, don't you?
No. Oh, 18 on the die, and that makes it an 18.
Good enough. You can see that she's a little calmer now. She says, well, I thank you for helping me. I don't know that I've ever expected help from strangers, especially for my kind. I know that oftentimes people who come into the mountains, well, it doesn't always end well for them.
Well, you see, we're heroes or whatever. And you're just minding your own, you're doing your thing, we're doing our thing, and we just wanted to help because what we're here to do is get rid of the big bad evil guy. And once we've done that, we're going to leave. And like I said, if you can help us out a little bit in having our friend return to us, then that makes it all worth it. And you'll be safe and hopefully get your eyes sight back at some point.
Well, I want to warn you that the other harpies, if you return me, they'll certainly be grateful. And it is very likely that they'll release your friend for my return safely, but you shouldn't expect too much from them. Well, honestly, if we met you in the wilds, we would probably try to kill you.
Yeah, I don't understand why. I kept trying to figure it out, but I understand that it's what your tribe, family, your group does, and I understand that that's what it has to be. But like I said, if it can go the way that you just described, I think it will be fine. And ultimately, if your mother is able to remove that device from you, which again, I don't think will actually be difficult to remove, we'll take it and they will follow us. And you don't have to get involved, and your tribe doesn't have to get involved any more than that.
A lot of it will just depend on how convincing you can be.
Well, it's like the roll of a die, isn't it? And I actually kind of walk her around the space, because I mean it's just one big square, so I let her know kind of where she is in the space, and I show her where the rations are, and I say, look, if you do get hungry, here's some food. Yes, Diana, I know she can't see. That's why I show her around the space. I walk her around the space.
Oh, you walk her. You said show.
There's also some hay down there, because we've thrown things down there. So if she wants to rest or anything, she could rest in the hay.
Right. So I get her acclimated to the environment.
There you go.
And I walk her to where the food is, and the bedding, and then I go back up and let her know I'm just going up the ladder. And again, for your own safety, I would stay down here for the time being. Give us a couple hours, and we should be able to figure this out.
Alrighty. Up top side, this is probably all taken a good 15, 20 minutes. Is there anything that you guys want to have been doing? Or we just wait quietly for Marcus?
Are there windows?
There are some. They're higher up. They're like, it's weird. It looks like there's no windows on the ground level. It's more like almost like skylights. Like you can see, like clearly designed to allow sunlight into the building.
Is there a tree nearby that I could technically climb up and look over the skylight or jump onto the roof?
You could just climb the building if you wanted to.
Okay, can I climb the building?
Yeah.
I would have been talking to Mug, I think, about the footprints.
I'm gonna use my edge. 17.
17. It's actually a little difficult to get a handhold on these things. You can, you are unable to get up to where you wanted to get to.
Okay.
But at about the time that you are not making as much progress, you can't quite get to one. Like there's this big square hole that you want to try to take a look into, and you're trying to get to it, but there's just the handholds are giving you a whole bunch of trouble. And about the time that you kind of give up on that, that's when Marcus pops up out of the box.
Okay.
You just see that Quigley is just shaking his head, and for some reason he's saying the name Trill Surge. Why?
Huh?
Why?
Uh-oh.
Why did you donate $75 to give a wild magic to me?
Oh, I thought he gave it to Jim Jam.
He gave it to Jim Jam to use. I confirmed his target.
Oh, and Jim confirmed it to Quigley. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
Yep. And I see that Aaron as Gloria is in there, and I just wanted to shout out. I know you were having a rough day with your son going into the doctor, and I hope everything is going well. But I will be stepping up to the door of the longhouse and just searching, getting in there.
Just searching.
Searching. Mug, did you take the time to ask me about the?
Yeah. I feel like
local check.
I feel like when you come up, me and Krag are standing around this giant footprint, and I pointed out.
28. Man, my knowledge checks have been hot tonight.
It's maybe ogre sized, maybe a little bit bigger than ogre sized. You're not talking frost giant here, that's for sure. But you are talking something larger than human, but still like wearing boots.
Yeah, so I mention it to them. I say, I look down at the track. I go, "You're not talking frost giant here. It's something big." So I don't recognize. I mean, knowledge local on this. So, do I know anything local to these mountains that would fit that, Jim?
I mean, the first thought would be frost giant for a climate like this, or stone giant. Maybe even some hill giants, but it doesn't, again, like you're pretty sure the stone and frost giants are even bigger than what you're seeing. So not that big.
Okay. I relay that information to them.
Well, you know what they say about big feet.
Big
Tiny
socks.
bodies.
Big shoes.
Yeah.
Big mountain socks.
Big boots. Yeah.
Big feet,
is there a
tiny
door?
bodies.
Is there a door on this longhouse to accommodate such a large creature?
Yeah, it's a pretty large door.
Okay.
It's probably not large enough. Like this creature did not build this. It would certainly be, depending on its actual height, but it might have to stoop a little. But it's a pretty large space. I mean, like you can tell, like a space like this would have been the public gathering area for the whole village.
Okay.
So it has big double doors, sort of a grand entrance kind of feel.
Have we opened this place up yet?
No.
I just had.
Oh, okay. So if Quigley's going to go open it up, I will just, as he's opening it, I'll like just sort of say to them, "Hey, do you think that thing is like chained up in there, like the other things are chained up?"
Jeez.
Yeah.
He already went in there. I'm ready. I just see him opening the door, and I white knuckle Nancy and get ready to beat up a giant.
Okay. You look into a great hall, and you get an uneasy feeling. Strange runes have been drawn on the walls and the floor, and there are cages, large and small, manacles, and chains that make this place look more like a prison than a feasting hall. Standing over a large, boiling cauldron that emits a pinkish glow is a figure in a long blue coat. He is humming quietly to himself and seems totally absorbed in his work. It takes you a moment, but you realize that a third armhole has been cut into the left side of the coat as this third appendage pokes through, now holding a vial of bright yellow bile that he pours into this cauldron. What do you do?
I'm going to stay hidden somewhere.
Okay, make a stealthy check.
14 plus 12.
26. Okay, you sneak further into the room, hiding behind an overturned table, and it does not appear that he has noticed your entry or anything else for that matter.
Oh, we have.
Oh. Things are going off, guys. We had Silent H dropped 50.
Damn.
Donation. Says, Ogre, I barely knew her. Draw Jim Jam.
Draw Jim Jam.
Aww.
And then Trill Surge donated 150 for 2 wild magics, one for Krag and one for Mug.
Woo!
Oh my!
That's gonna be
God.
4 wild magics in play.
H.
4 in play.
That's almost the full board.
I don't know that that's happened before.
Not me.
What did we have before? 3?
You had 3 at one point, and that was
Broken.
Yeah,
that was tough.
And did we all just hear Diana's "not me"?
Get her!
That was
Somebody
a
get
great
her!
impression. Thank you.
Also, real quick chat: is anybody getting a weird echo sometimes? Just let me know, because I feel like that's a tech thing.
I'm going to donate $75 in wild magic, Lady Alex, so that she knows.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Well,
I've been
you wanna-
getting a weird echo. I can hear the show in my ear the whole time.
I think it's just an aggressive ducking solution.
Ever know what is going outside my place? I'm sorry if you guys hear all that metal.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
You want to do this draw, Marcus?
Yeah. Sorry. Here, let me grab all the bad cards for you, and then.
He's got cards that all are ones.
There's a lot of 2s in here.
I don't know if you know this quickly, but the 1s in a deck are the aces. So
No.
yes, please give me all
It
the
just
aces.
says 1. It
You
just
wanna
says
do-
1.
You want to do a number, Jim, or you want me to?
Give me the very top card from the deck.
Oh, you mean up here?
Yep. If it were like, yep, that's the one. Aww. But Krag still has the worst card.
You stop it.
And the 3 of hearts.
Diana,
Huh?
you can relax on the ooh, not me, because Sarah BC1 just gave a wild magic.
Oh,
to me as
shit.
Oh my gosh, guys,
Thanks,
this is gonna be
Sarah.
insane. This is gonna be
Oh my
way
God.
too crazy.
Oh my god. Oh my
I'm going to
god.
drop the CR of this creature, Jim Jam, because it's going to be nuts.
That's
2723
okay. If you all
also
die,
became
we'll
the
just
bit
call it
box.
alternate. We'll just call it the darkest timeline if you all die.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
Hit 2723, gave me a reroll.
Oh,
I
man, this
mean,
is
there's good
crazy.
wild magic in there too, right?
No.
Yeah, sometimes.
I don't know that I've ever caught a good wild magic.
All right, here we go.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, so they haven't seen us yet, right?
Nope, there's just this
And-
guy.
Just to
Clarify
clarify,
himself.
we didn't rest after I cast spells last, right?
No.
Correct. I'm also
Awesome.
down some spells.
Awesome.
That's Thexus.
Don't worry, there's gonna be lots of magic in a fight.
You're just a dude.
Do you think we're at the Thexus Nexus?
Thexus Nexus.
Hey,
How long? How long
Jim,
have you been sitting on that?
I'm gonna begin casting, Jim.
Okay. What do you begin casting?
Wild mad monkeys.
Mad monkeys. Well, at the sound of your voice,
charge
this
in there.
creature that is standing over this cauldron suddenly like perks up and turns around. He's like, oh. And it's time to roll initiative.
Oh, my white balance changed. Stop.
Boom.
Ah, there we go.
What is Edge doing for me here, Jim Jam?
Oh.
That is giving you a +1 bonus to a roll.
I'm going to use it on initiative because
Okay.
I want to go early. I am not going early.
You're not going before me, that's for sure.
I rolled a 1 too. Did you roll a 1?
There's some cocky people here.
I rolled a
26, Jim Jam.
Old Quiggles is going first, as far as I know. And then what's Alex going? What's Alex looking like?
5.
Oh no, Alex! You should
I
have done
cracked
better
it.
than that.
I mean, not cracked it. I rolled a 1. Yeah.
Krag.
7.
Krag got a 7. Wow.
I was
Looking
about to
great.
say Thexus, but then he started conjuring mad monkeys and.
I was gonna say Thexus too.
Oh, I was gonna say Thexus
No,
first.
I was gonna say me.
Mug is on a 6. Guys,
Oh, jeez.
what about
And
Marcus?
I used an edge.
I don't say Thexus. I am on a 14.
14 for Marcus. Quigley, you
Yes.
realize Lord Marcus begins casting a spell. This guy notices you. What do you do?
I'm coming at you, Thexus. And is it within charging distance?
It is, but there's a lot of stuff in this room, so there's no straight line unbroken.
I will move halfway into the room. Well, first I'm going to roll my wild magic.
Oh yes. Let's resolve what happens to old Quigglies.
So I'm turning on the battle music, everybody. It just takes a few seconds to relax. All right, it's coming. All right. What do I need to roll? D20? D10?
D10.
3.
3.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's bad.
This cannot possibly get any worse. This one is called bonus magic. Wild magic surges in greater amounts than anyone thought possible. Roll twice more and apply both wild magic results.
Oh my gosh!
What? 7?
3. I rolled a 3 again.
Well, we have to roll again.
7
my
wild
God.
magics?
Oh my
6.
gosh.
6. Okay. You now control the entire Weave of Fate, but it is a dangerous power no mortal was meant to wield. You may force a reroll on any roll anyone makes. However, every time you force a reroll, you suffer 1 negative level.
Oh.
Oh.
Roll again for your second wild magic.
I rolled an 8.
An 8. Human shield. You
Yes.
can shift fate from yourself onto those around you, but be careful of friendly fire. Anytime you are asked to make a saving throw, you can force another one of your allies to make that save instead using their bonuses. However, if they fail, you both suffer the effects of the failed save. They must
All right.
accept the consequences of the failed save, even if they would otherwise be immune to the effect. You cannot choose an ally if they would already be forced to save against the same effect.
No problem. I'm going to go halfway and take a partial defensive and say, "Come at me, Thexus, I'm right here!"
Okie dokie. It is Marcus's turn next. You are casting. Your monkeys will appear at the beginning of your next turn. But before we can move on from you, I do need you to roll for wild magic.
I don't want to.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I was trying to not do that. Okay, cool. Wild magic, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it doesn't matter. Any D20. 19.
Can you roll a d10 instead? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Sure. 1.
1. Oh, this is a good one. This one's called Blood for the Blood God. You feel a tearing pain in your body, and blood flows freely from your wounds. The pain fuels a terrible rage inside and focuses your mind. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose to take a number of d4s worth of damage. Damage cannot be prevented and resists all healing. For every die that you roll, you gain a +1 bonus to all dice you roll until the start of your next turn. The DCs to resist your spells are 4 higher.
I believe I got this one as Hunter before.
No, this
if
one
I
is a little
recall.
more potent, I believe. Oh, no,
Doesn't
you might
matter.
have gotten this one.
Great.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Cool. Well,
You are still casting.
definitely. Am I?
Yes.
All right. Well, okay. So I'm still casting. It's a full round action, so I don't think I can do anything else, right?
No, you'd have to spend all of your actions casting the spell.
So I will say, "Give it up, Thexus. We have you surrounded."
Okie dokie. Next up, it is my turn. This creature just scuttles around to the opposite side of the cauldron, and it sees you quickly, sort of standing halfway across the room, and just with all 3 arms, heaves the cauldron over, and this bubbling liquid comes spilling out and rushing across the floor towards you. I do need you to make a reflex save.
Oh, I think you mean you need Alex to make a reflex save.
Okay, Alex,
I
now
knew that was
remember,
coming.
if you fail this save,
Oh, God.
both of you will suffer the effects.
Okay,
Is it
here we
wild
go.
magic?
18 plus 8!
Oh, hey-o!
You're welcome!
Quigley, that is a pass. So you will only take half of the damage.
No, she has evasion.
She has evasion, but you don't. So this is fire damage, and you take 9 points.
Oh!
Oh, well, I saved you some.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that is his full action for the round.
Very glad I took a partial defensive. Very helpful. Yes.
After me, it's Krag.
Magic.
Wild magic.
5.
5 for Krag. Sorry, I gotta pull up that tab again. And we are looking at... This one is called Defensive Vampirism. You are nearly impossible to destroy, but only because you leech the life force from everyone around you. When you are attacked or called upon to make a saving throw, roll any number of d6s that you choose, minimum 1. You can you add a bonus to your armor class and saves equal to the result on the dice until the end of your next turn. However, every other ally takes an equal penalty to their armor class and saves until the end of their next turn.
Wait, one more time?
Anytime you are attacked or forced to make a save, roll any number of d6s that you choose, minimum 1. You add the result to your armor class and saves until the end of your next turn. However, every other ally also takes a penalty to their armor class and saves equal to the number that you gained until the end of their next turn.
Yikes.
Guys, it's no problem. I just go in there and just roll as many d6s as I want and just be invincible. Just you guys don't get hit.
Yeah. Just nobody else get hit.
No one else get hit. I'll just go in there and we'll go toe to toe. So it's my turn.
It is.
I was probably somewhere back by the entrance before Quigley stepped up. Like, I feel like I walked in there with him. And I was going to say Thexus first.
Hey, wait,
I said it. It's on record. So would I be able to try and charge in with an acrobatics roll?
Normally, no, you can't charge even with acrobatics.
Okay. How far can I move up onto this thing, person, creature?
I mean, you could, because he moved around the cauldron, it would take you a full double move. From where he was originally, you could have gotten to him with your fast movement.
I'm gonna move up to Quigley.
Okay.
And give him an elbow, like a good yeah.
Yeah, I elbow him back, elbow to elbow.
And then just be at the ready.
Okay.
Stand
so
there
you
toe
step
to
up.
toe.
You step up to where Quigley is, and the floor is covered in this weird, thick yellow substance. And as soon as you step on it, you realize it's incredibly slippery. And then you elbow Quigley, and now he's sliding as well. Like, you both start sliding on the floor.
Wait.
You both make an acrobatics check.
Oh.
Wait, what? And I say Thexus.
Mhm.
16 on the die, plus my nothing. 16.
16 is a pass.
I also got a 16, but because of math.
Both of you feel like kind of, oh, but then you manage to steady yourselves. You realize that this trail of whatever he has spilled on the ground is incredibly slick. Must be traversed carefully.
And then I look at Sir Krag and I go, slide me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Throw me and slide me, Sir Krag.
Do I still have an action to do that?
It was just one move action to get up to Quigley.
Oh my god.
I tried to grab him and propel him forward.
You just heave Quigley. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Yeah.
Did you crag it?
No. He re-rolls it.
I rolled a 1.
He re-rolls it.
Do I have a re-roll?
No, he re-rolls it.
Quigley is taking a negative level to make you re-roll.
Well, that's, a 19 on the die plus 4. Much better, Michael Jordan.
So you basically
Michael
just
Jordan.
grab Quigley by the back of his armor and heave him forward, and you do the penguin slide across the floor. And there you are. You basically stop right in front of this cauldron, because unfortunately the cauldron is between you and your target.
All right.
But you get across the whole floor.
Oh,
By penguin slide, you mean that he went on his stomach, right?
I assume that's kind of just how you have to heave him across the floor. Yeah. After Krag's ridiculous turn, it is Muggs.
So wild magic.
Wild magic.
Oh boy.
Looking at an 8, Jim.
Number 8. I have to go to a different chart for that one because number 8's already been taken. Jesus. These are so bad. You are a luck sink, drawing power from everyone around you.
No, not that
When you
one.
roll a d20, you may choose any number of allies, minimum 1, and roll that number of d20s, taking the best result. Every chosen ally must roll 2d20 on their next d20 roll and take the worst result.
That's the worst one.
That hurts everybody.
Yep.
Cool, Jim. I will wild shape.
Okay.
Into a medium air elemental, Jim.
Ooh.
And then I will enter the room.
Okay.
See what is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get to the dude?
Wild shaping is a standard action, right?
You're correct. It is. So
And what is your move speed as an elemental? What's
My
your move
air
speed?
elemental move speed is 90 feet.
Oh yeah, you can get to him.
Okay, I will get adjacent to him.
You get right up in his 3-armed face.
Yes. And that will be
Okay.
the end of my actions.
That is the end of your action, which will take us to Alex.
There we go. Roll a 10.
A 10. Or
D10, right?
D10. Yeah, you're right.
6.
Number 6. Oh, this is fun. This one's called Die Young.
Oh.
Diana.
Harkening back to your youth when things were simpler and the world was full of magic. It's still full of magic. Magic that has turned you back into a child. This one Hunter got at one point. You gained the Young template that gives you a +2 bonus to your dex, -2 to everything else.
Oh.
You would get a -2 hit points per hit, so you lose 10 hit points, and you become a small person.
Well, how much smaller do I get?
By 1 step. So you go from a medium creature to a small creature.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so +2 to dex, -2 to everything else.
Yep.
You have
Including
-10 to
saves?
your total hit points.
And
Yes.
-10 to my total hit points. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so like if you had
Oh,
40
shit.
hit points total, then you would
Nope.
have 30 instead.
Nope, I don't have that. Okay.
Every round, you're going to roll a d4. If you
Aw.
roll a 1, you proceed to get even younger. On a 2 or 3, you're going to remain the same. And on a 4, you'll increase your age category by 1.
So how old am I right now?
Right now, you're a bright-eyed 14-year-old Alex.
Wow.
Do her clothes shrink with her too, or is she just like an oversized?
No, she's got the big floppy sleeves now.
Jim Jam, why is it 10 and not 5?
Because she loses 2 hit points per hit dice.
Wow.
That's what the young. So I gave her the quick young template.
Oh,
It's not a reduction of her stat. It's the young template applied to her base.
All right.
So.
Well, it's a good thing I got
that's
that
terrible.
nice heart card in case.
This is fine.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
Everything's going splendidly. So splendidly that I'm ready to take a break and come back and see what happens in the next few minutes.
Lucas has a great one that says if she gets any smaller, she'll have to kidnap herself.
Oh man, that's good. All right, we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Every day, millions of people face heartbreak in the form of a silent killer. I'm talking about character death. I'm talking about malicious dice. Failed saving throws, critical misses, failed skill checks. Malicious dice can strike any character at any time, and the results are devastating.
I only got to play Celestia for 1 session. I kept failing, roll after roll after roll, and then I got eaten by an aberration in the dark. I couldn't roll anything above a 5. The dice just...
Diana's tragic story is far from unique. The time to do something about malicious dice is now. And Tabletop Loot knows how to help. They're providing quality, affordable dice jails and shipping them to players in need across the nation. Go to tabletoploot.com today and order a dice jail for yourself and anyone you feel may be threatened by malicious dice. These safe, secure, and humane facilities will keep your tabletop safe from the kind of dice that don't care who they hurt. But it's not about giving up on your dice. Rehabilitation is possible for many of these viciously low rollers, thanks to Dice Jail's tabletop reintegration plans. It's time to stand up for our characters.
It's time to put malicious dice where they belong.
I'm gonna go in and say, hello.
Hey, what's going on? I remember you.
Hey!
Hey!
Yeah, the group would say he remembers us.
Yeah, you're the bird lady.
Ask him if someone has come through since he's been over here.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Has anyone come through here other than us?
No, nobody's come through, nothing like that. It's good to see you though. I've been doing a lot of flying back over there, and then flying back over here, and then I fly over there, and then I fly over here. It's exhilarating.
That sounds exciting.
Good.
I'm very happy for you.
I have a question for you.
What's this big guy yelling about?
The big one and the fox have returned. How good. Did you find cold iron weapons? Are you ready to be heroes?
You guys, I found magic juice. You should try it. It's called wine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I carry my own magic juice. And he pats the small wooden ale jug on his side.
Need coffee, strong, and 1 toasted piece of bread, half butter, half plain, please.
No. I see the command word that collapses the fire into a small bead again, pick it up and put it in my pouch.
inappropriate sound is inappropriate. Don't let the action suffer from a lack of atmosphere. Let Sirenscape set the tone and bring your game to life. See? That's better. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app and make it the year of atmosphere at your table. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch.
Darkest Timeline episode.
I know what your campaign can be next week, Jim. It's going to be the adventures of the blind harpy getting out of a box.
Oh no, that's so sad because if you guys all die, she'll just forever be trapped in the box.
Nobody will ever know.
Oh no.
The only remedy to the Darkest Timeline would be a Lyraland episode. That would be the only.
Yeah, that's the
way
counterbalance.
The counterbalance. All right, everybody. So it is still actually Alex's turn. We resolved what the wild magic would be for her, but we did not actually discuss what she was going to do now that she's a youngin'. So what does the kid do?
I'm gonna equip my daggers. These are cool. And I wait silently.
Who gave this kid knives? What irresponsible person would do such a thing?
And I'll wait and see what happens.
Okay, so you pull your knives out and wait to see what happens. Whatever happens next is up to Quigley.
Yes, I stand up.
Okay.
And I move closer to it.
Okay. You stand up and move closer. That'll take your whole action.
Yep, but I'm right next to it.
But you're right next to him. After Quigley... Why did I write that down? It's Marcus's turn. Marcus... The monkeys appear.
There are mad monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on this alchemist guy.
Yeah, there they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sure hope this is the bad guy.
I also hope this is the bad guy.
But
can you confirm your text? We just sort of assumed.
Can you please remind me all 100,000 things that the monkeys do?
Oh, yeah, Jim, sure. I can totally remember all those things.
He never knew it in the first place.
Yeah, I never knew about it. It summons a swarm of mischievous monkeys. That's the description PC Gen.
Okay, I will take the time to look that up.
No, I'm looking it up.
Clearly
I got
couldn't possibly have.
No, I got it. The swarm understands and obeys my commands.
Yes.
They have the statistic of a monkey swarm.
Yep.
Creatures failing a saving throw against the Mad Monkey's distraction attack are deafened for 1 minute as well as nauseated. The monkeys attempt one disarm or steal combat maneuver each turn as a free action against any creature that begins its turn in the swarm.
They steal his kettle!
Using my caster level plus my casting ability score for their CMB. Recovering an item from the monkeys requires a successful disarm or steal attempt against a CMB plus 10.
He doesn't have anything in his hands, so I'm not worried about that right now.
Yep. All right. Well, he will. I guess he needs a saving throw right now, and then of course the monkey swarm will do damage as well.
Well, he fails the saving throw.
Yay!
So he is nauseated and deafened for 1 minute.
Okay.
Yay.
Now, Jim Jam, I
That's
could force
good.
you to re-roll that. I'm just thinking.
Good.
What?
Take another little negative level. But I'm not. I think I'll save it for later.
And I believe it's 2d6 damage, if I'm correct, Jim.
I
As a
also
swarm.
believe that.
2d6 plus distraction, yeah. So I'm going to roll that, if you don't mind. I believe I roll that now, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 6 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
And then I believe I can take another action.
Yeah, you can take all of your actions.
Great. I'm going to... That's not going to do anything. Well, actually, yeah, that'll be something. I might as well blind him as well. I'm going to cast glitter dust on him.
Okay.
And I think that I can take 1d4 points of damage, right?
Yes, you can.
And boost the DC of this by 4.
You can.
So I'm going to take 1d4 points of damage.
Okay.
So I take 1 point of damage, but I can't heal that, right?
No.
Okay. So I can't heal that. Got it. And yeah, glitter blast. So it would normally be a DC of 17, so it's a 21 for the DC.
Well, I got a 17, so because of he's also blinded then.
Yes, and he's covered in glitter.
Yes.
All right, I got him with some effects there. I'm pretty happy about all of that. And what's the Jack of Clubs do for me? I can fail an action. Got it.
Yes.
Cool. All right, that's the end of my actions, Jim.
End of your actions. Okay. It is my turn, but I'm nauseated. So let me remember. I'm pretty sure that means I can do literally nothing, and this game is the worst.
Creatures with nauseated experience stomach distress are unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention.
Okay.
The only action such a character can take is a single move action per turn.
Yeah, okay. He moves away.
Is that a 5-foot step, Jim?
No, it provokes an attack of opportunity.
Coming in with a whirlwind slam.
Okay.
Cragged it.
Oh.
18.
That's a hit.
That is going to be a total of 10 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
Jim, there
he
is
can only
somebody
move
moving
half
behind you.
speed because he's blinded. So he only moves like 15 feet away. And he's basically just fumbling around. He's deafened. He's nauseated. He's blinded. And it is Krag's turn.
Ooh, this is the perfect time to move in there and strike.
Sure.
Am I close enough to get up there and power attack this fool across the face?
You are.
Yeah.
Does he have to make acrobatics through the goo?
Hey, Jim.
Technically, yes.
Which way did the guy move? Because he doesn't know. He can't see.
In a direction, 15 feet. It doesn't. I don't know.
All right.
Away. What do you want to have happened to him as well? Just out of curiosity.
Just a description. That's all.
Okay.
I was just curious.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if there was something that I wasn't accounting for that needed to happen to him.
He slips and falls and hits, and his neck breaks on the edge of the cauldron, and we win.
Wait, Krag's?
No.
What did Krag do?
No. Because I got a really good number here.
Okay.
24.
Yeah, that'll do it.
For acrobatics.
Yes, yeah. So you managed to easily get out of the goo.
18 to hit.
18 is a hit.
Yes. Awesome. That's good news. And that is, what we got here? 17 points of damage.
17. Oh, geez, yeah, that'll hurt. That'll hurt a lot. He's still alive, but he like stumbles to the side. I don't know. He's in real bad shape. After you do that, it is Mug's turn.
Mug is gonna go up and try and slam him as a air elemental. Now I believe I have to pick a number of players here due to the borrowed luck. I feel like I'm gonna pick Quigley.
No.
Okay. Because he's got a thing to mitigate it.
No, I can't do any of that.
It just costs him levels, is all.
But if I do any of that, I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. If you make me re-roll it, I can't use a re-roll or anything on it.
Well, I've already said your name. And it's a good thing I did, because now it's an 18 on the die, which equates to, let me check my little thing, a 26 to hit. Jim.
Yeah, you got him, for sure.
It's going to be for 1d4 plus 4 damage from a whirlwind slam, and it's going to be 6 damage.
6 points? Oh, damage. He's still up. But he is reeling. It is Alex's turn.
Can I get over and flank with Krag?
No, they would be further because you hadn't really stepped deep into the room.
No.
You'd have to take a double move to get to. You could get up to him and attack, but if you want to flank, you would need a double move.
Okay, let me just.
However, just so you know, because he's blinded, you don't need flanking. He's always flat-footed to you if he's blinded.
Can I double move up to him?
You can just single move up to him and just attack him and be fine.
Single.
You don't have. I'm saying you don't need to flank.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna try and attack him with my -2. 8 minus 2 is 6 plus 8.
14.
14.
Yes.
Because you get a +2 bonus for being invisible. Or he's blinded, so he's flat-footed, and his flat-footed AC is all hit.
Yay! 1 + 3, so 4 points of damage. Do I add my sneak attack or no?
Oh yeah, you get to sneak attack him.
Do I have to subtract any of that sneak attack damage?
No, sneak
Great.
attack is just what it is.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 points of sneak attack and 4 points of regular damage.
4 points of regular damage plus 12 is 16 total points of damage, and you stab him right through the lung, and he just drops, and he's like coughing up blood, and he's like looking around wildly. He doesn't even know who it is that's around, and he's just like, Thexus is going to avenge me, and dies.
I knew it.
I had a bad feeling about this.
I didn't use those spells.
Was he big?
No, he was just a regular sized dude. He just had a third arm. It was weird.
It's good, Jim. Just screw you, Jim.
It's at about that time that a cold wind blows and like slams open the door. You can hear it now as both double doors just crash open. You don't see anything, just this howling wind blowing into the long hall. This guy's body is just lying there, cooling before you. What do you do?
Can I get to the windows now that I'm in air?
Oh yeah, now that you're in air elemental, sure.
I would like to go
Fly up
out
there.
one of the windows and kind of keep an eye out from above.
Sure.
We got to turn this place upside down and find some things we could use.
Can we look around?
I'm not going to say that Mad Monkeys has never been effective, but I don't know that it's ever been that effective.
Mad Monkeys is the worst spell that ever. Like when they designed that one, I don't know what they were thinking. It literally is just like, if this works, the fight is over, and there's nothing anybody could ever do. That's what Mad Monkeys is.
Flip that and send it to Jason Bowman.
Yeah, actually get Jason Bowman to explain to me why Mad Monkeys is okay.
I actually like, though, that they're sitting around a table and somebody has the idea that's like, okay, listen. Monkeys everywhere. I mean, right?
But they're mad.
And then somebody else is like, yeah, but why are they there? And they're like, they're mad. They're like,
mad.
They are mad.
Can we look around the room, Jim?
You can. I make a perception check.
I was an 18 on the die.
18 is pretty good. You're looking
30,
around, you
20.
see both of you find quite a bit of what you assume to be alchemical tools. Beakers and funnels and bubbling reagents, and clearly this guy was working on some pretty hefty alchemical stuff. You do notice that there is a door at the back of the room that is closed and leads somewhere further on. And you notice that some of the cages are filled with small animals, all of which look to be mutated in some weird way. Like some of them have boils on their back. Some of them have are just covered in 6 ears. There's a rat that is actually 3-headed and is just sniffing around. But you see that one of the heads is just rolling to the side and doesn't move. You're not sure if it's just a dead head or what. But clearly this guy was doing some bad stuff.
2 things. Go ahead, Ben.
I was just going to say I would walk over, not to where the doors are open, but to the edge of the door that burst open and kind of stand there at the ready.
Okay, standing there at the ready to the burst open doors.
I just want to know 2 things.
Yes.
First, what is the floor made of?
Wood.
Okay, so there is, all right. Does it seem like that this wood structure would support the weight of that creature, the creature's footprint that we saw out there?
I don't think the floor would collapse. I mean, wooden floors are pretty good.
Okay. And then does this guy have any papers, any spell books, any documents of what he was doing?
Yeah, there's a formula book.
I would like to read that carefully to make sure that it doesn't blow up in my face. I don't know if I could do a spellcraft on it first to know if it had a rune on it or not.
Make a perception check to see if you can find anything out of the ordinary.
Perception is what I shall do. And that's the time when the roll no longer works for me for any of those. 5 total, I believe.
Looks good.
Fantastic. I popped that thing open.
As soon as you open the book, there is a burst of glittery red light, and all of the words on the pages, literally, they look like liquid. They just like fall off the pages, and there's just this pool of ink now at your feet.
He had a book, everybody, and I just toss it over my shoulder and keep looking for more. For things. Any potions around here?
None that you see. None that you find.
Search his body, I guess.
Sure.
At a certain point. Perception to search his body?
Sure,
Or
yeah,
just
perception. Just go ahead.
Okay. Sorry. Ha! Looks like there's a body there.
He's got a weird coat with 3 armholes, and he's got definitely what you would recognize as some like reagents that he never got the chance to mix up and use. But yeah, you don't find anything that would be useful unless you're an alchemist.
Is this guy human? Is he human with 3 arms?
He looks human. Yeah.
Can I flip him over and see if he has a number on his neck? Or
Sure, you flip him over. It does not appear that there's a number on his neck. Mug, you're on lookout outside. Why don't you, and you're flying around. Why don't you go ahead and make a perception check?
Here we go. Perception. I'm adjusting to my new wind-based eyes because I rolled a 1.
Man, okay. So, Mug, you are standing up there, or you're floating around up there, and the wind is howling around you. And then all of a sudden, something happens. And what I need is your flat-footed AC.
So here's the thing. I'm an air elemental. Not subject to critical hits or flanking, or precision damage, just so you know.
Okay. No precision damage will be added to this roll.
My flat-footed AC, I believe, is a 15.
15.
No,
okay.
It's a 14.
So you feel first, before you see anything, a biting pain that cuts right through your airy form. And the first thing that happens...
Oh, there's multiple things.
The first thing that happens is you take... You take 19 points of damage.
Oh. Use that mercy. Use your mercy.
Oh, yeah, I got a mercy.
You do have a mercy,
Yeah.
so you absorb that. The second thing that happens is that now you whirl around towards the source of this pain, and you see this large, flying, horned figure suddenly appear as if from nowhere with a greatsword buried in your airy flesh, and rips it out. And now it's time to roll initiative.
Cool. Just so you know, everything in play here, Jim Jam. As an air elemental, I have air mastery. Airborne creatures take a -1 to attack and damage. Just so you know.
Then you will take 1 fewer damage than I told you about.
Oh boy.
I could do better with initiative.
Alex,
15.
what are you looking at?
19.
What was that?
Sorry.
So, sorry. Both of you spoke at once. I need Alex.
19.
19 for Alex. Now, Mug, go ahead.
15.
15
Me too.
for Mug.
Me too. 15. My bonus is 3. What's your bonus, Mug?
3 as well.
Oh, roll
You guys
off.
are worst.
Roll off.
I'm just gonna put Mug first because you're not even aware of the combat yet.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna say Mug is in the top of the order compared to you. Quigley.
Put me in a mud puddle and roll me around, because I'm a dirty 20.
A dirty I hate you, Quigley. And Marcus. Oh, Marcus, no. That wasn't supposed to happen. Well, first in the order is this large creature. And since it's right next to this air elemental, you can go ahead and take a full attack action.
What if it became a full round action with the Jack of Spades?
Then it would
That's not going to affect it, right?
So basically, its current action was one attack. That one attack would become a full round action, and so it couldn't take any other actions that it might want to take.
I'll use it. Let's make that happen.
That's a good call.
One action, one attack. Let's see how it goes. With a critical threat, it's a good thing that you are an air elemental because you are not subject to critical hits. So it is just gonna definitely deal its regular old damage to you. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that. A weaker hit. You only take.
I should hope so.
You only take 13 points of damage, and that is with the -1 applied.
Ugh.
Because it normally would get to attack more times, but you have thwarted me with your nonsense, so it is Quigley's turn. Quigley, make a perception check. You are also outside, so I want to see if you notice what's happening.
Ooh, 19 on the die. So that means roll me around in mud again, Jim Jam.
Okay.
Wow.
Stop it.
Then you do notice a commotion. You hear sounds of struggle from up above, but you're just like right out front of this building, so you don't really see anything from where you are, but you do hear sounds of struggle.
So I yell to everyone, I say, "There's sounds of struggle coming from up above!" Ah! I run out there, and I turn around. Do I see struggle?
When you go outside and turn around, you do indeed see a large, horned, armored creature with a greatsword, and it is just hacking at the airy elemental form of Mug.
Ugh.
It's Thexus! Hi, Thexus! I want to come and play with you!
That's more than 6 seconds.
There's the worst 6 seconds that we possibly could have experienced. It is Alex's turn.
Am I still a young Alex?
Nope. We are in a new combat, so you are not little Alex anymore.
Okay, I want to stay hidden by the door.
Okay.
So let me make a stealth check. 15 plus 12, so 27.
27. You are stealthing about. And let me double check one thing, because I have got to check my perception.
Yes.
You said 27?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You're sneaking around. You don't know.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay. You sneak up to the door.
Yep.
And you are done. Mug, we've gotten to you.
We are more than 10 feet off the ground, yes?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I would say you're probably 15 feet above the roof.
Okay. One standard action. Okay. I'm going to the air equivalent of a 5-foot whoosh.
Yeah. You have a fly speed, so you can take a 5-foot whoosh.
And I'm going to cast Pustules upon this creature attacking me. It gets a fortitude to negate it, and spell resistance is in play.
All right. This guy does not have spell resistance. You said fortitude?
Fortitude 18.
All right. That is an 18 on the die. So he saves.
What if I don't have anything fancy? Damn it. And then that is...
Make a perception check, though.
I will do that. But I roll horribly because I'm garbage. 13.
13. You notice as you cast this spell, and it doesn't affect him, but the magic still swirls around him momentarily, and you notice that just a little bit of it actually gets absorbed into the sword, which there's like this like eye on the hilt that begins to glow ever so softly.
That's not good.
No. I want to yell for everyone. The Thexus is here, and he's going to kill me.
All right. After Mug does all that, it is Krag's turn.
Do I hear all that?
Yeah, you can. Now that he's shouting, you can hear it coming in through the skylights.
So I want to make a beeline for the door.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of forgetting that it's slippery, so I'd have to make an acrobatics across.
Well, it's been a couple of minutes at this point,
That's
so
fine.
that stuff sort of soaked into the floor and is no longer a problem.
Well, I want to move as fast as I can to get out and see what is happening out there.
With your enhanced barbarian speed, you can basically get to where Quigley is. You turn around, Quigley's like looking up at this battle in the sky, and you can see that indeed there is a battle going on in the sky.
A demon!
Yep.
It looks very demonic.
Oh,
But you
man.
notice it is not flying with wings. It is just floating there in the air, hovering.
So I activate my flying, raging, charging power attack, Jim.
Interesting. After Krag's turn is Marcus's turn.
First, I want to thank the fans for all the donations today and say if there is anybody out there for Team Marcus, overcharge. Overcharge would be the best if we could do overcharges for Team Marcus. Overcharges. Anyways, I'm going to probably going to peek my head out.
Okay.
But I don't want to actually exit the building because that feels like it'd be a bad idea. And I know that Quigley exited those doors over there.
Uh-huh.
But there are other doors that I came in, right? That I'm actually closer to, I think, right now.
No, so there's the doors that everybody came in that Quigley has exited. There was another door in the back that you guys had not explored yet.
That feels like a bad idea to go do on my own. I'm just gonna peek. I'm gonna go stand in the doorway, but kind of like peek out to look up and see what do I see.
Sure. From your vantage point, because they're basically over the middle of this thing, peeking out from the main doors, you really can't see up above the building. But you can see basically where everybody else is looking. You kind of follow their eye lines. You know that above the building, there must be something going on.
Great.
He heard me yell a demon, right?
Oh, yeah.
This all seems terrible, but I know that Krag is out there, and I know that Krag would like to be tall enough to hit it. So I enlarge person Krag.
Nice.
And I begin casting that spell and say, Krag, think tall thoughts. And then I cast enlarge person on him.
You go and make Krag a little bit bigger. After Marcus, we go to the top of the round, and it becomes my turn once again. This guy, he sees no reason not to do a little 5-foot whoosh himself and take a full attack action.
What if he didn't?
He's going to. He 5-foot whooshes. Oh, man. That is almost a critical threat, but it is going to hit in 31.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go ahead and deal some damage on that one.
Oh, God.
You know who's really good for flying fights, Jim?
Who?
A giant rock animal companion.
Yeah, too bad. You notice that the sword that hits you, it just seems to cut a little deeper than it once was cutting. You are going to take 14 points of damage from attack number 1.
In fact, why don't you keep those 14 points of damage there, Jared, and your human shield down here will absorb them for you.
Okay, so Quigley, is that your card?
That is my card.
Using your card, you absorb the damage, but it's okay because he's got one more attack. And that is going to hit armor class 19.
Yup.
Okay, 19 is going to get you. So here comes
With the minus
another
one, still gets me.
strike. Oof, that is going to be 22 points of damage.
Did you factor the -1?
I did factor the -1 in.
Yikes!
22 points of damage as he just is hacking away at you, knowing that you're isolated from your companions down below. It is Quigley's turn.
Oh, God.
Sir Krag, I don't know if I have the strength to do it, but there's something we must try. You're going to have to vault off of me. And he prepares, he leans down with his back, ready that if Sir Krag jumps on his back, he's going to leap into the air and vault Sir Krag soaring into the air.
Did he
There
not
is
just...
no way that you can get Krag to do a vertical jump to the top of the largest building in the settlement.
We could do it. We could do it.
Did he not see me just double in size?
You're also doubling. You're also Big Krag now.
We could do it, Sir Krag. Trust me. And he prepares to vault Sir Krag.
Oh.
Jim Deb and Eric just did the same thing. They're right next to them. Right.
Krag, if you want to just go up and try to climb the building, that's an action you can take.
Is it my turn right now?
It is Quigley's turn. I'm just letting you know that when we get to that.
No,
it's actually Alex's.
That was in my head, but I might just... We'll see what happens on my turn.
We'll see what happens, won't we?
see what
It's
happens.
Alex's turn.
Looking back into the building, is there stairs?
No. Big
Okay.
vaulted ceiling. No stairs.
I'll run out to where Quigley is so I can see what's going on because I have no idea.
Well, Quigley's now on the ground, asking Krag to
he's-
leap off of his back.
He's like hunched over, ready to just, push up.
Be
I'm
crushed.
Okay, then you know what? Can I try scaling the wall again?
Yes, you can try to scale the wall. That's a reasonable thing to try to do.
I'm gonna add an edge to that.
Okay.
So 14, 15, 15 plus 12.
That'll do it. This time you managed to scale much, much more quickly.
Nice.
So you move over, you get to the top of the wall. You'll have to pull yourself onto it next round. But you can see now above, there's this aerial battle taking place about 15 feet higher even than the building's roof. So you know that even when you get onto the roof, you're going to have to somehow get this creature to come down.
Oh, it'll come down soon.
Somebody's very confident about that. Well,
Oh no,
Mug,
because I'm gonna die. And they'll
Mug,
know
tell
I'm
me all about why I'm going to come down. It's your turn.
Well, so I'm going to. I'm gonna risk a attack of opportunity and full move, 90 feet back and about 5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And I am going to also spontaneously cast Summon Nature's Ally.
Ooh.
To have a dire bat appear behind him.
Well, let's see about this attack of opportunity. That is only an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Oof.
Wait, with the -1?
Yes, with the -1.
That hits.
So that is going to be 20 even. 20
Oh my
even
God.
points of damage.
Well,
I think he's dead.
Does the bat appear?
It's
as I fall unconscious.
No, because you moved first before casting. So you would actually just, as you leave that square, you get hit and fall onto the roof.
Wait. Don't I just revert back to Mug?
No, that's a D&D thing.
Damn
in
it,
D&D,
it is.
you get an extra life. But
It is.
in
That's
Pathfinder,
us, Dungeons and Dragons.
Do I
Pathfinder,
revert
you
to
don't
Mug
get an
as I
extra
then
life.
fall 15 feet off the
I
thing?
believe so, sure, if you want to.
I mean, I'd prefer not to because I'm at -5 before I hit the ground.
Falling damage. It's bad.
But I'm down.
Down,
Regardless.
you guys see Mug
Regardless, I'm
fall
down.
from the sky. landing actually almost right in front of you, Alex, since you're pulling yourself up onto the top of this roof.
Okay.
And after that, we go to Krag's turn.
Yeah. So Mug just fell?
Yeah.
Mug falls.
So I just yell up to Thexus. Thexus, your animal cruelty ends here.
Not an animal.
Come face me, demon.
Come down here, Joe Exotic.
I call him down. Yeah, Super Joe. Yeah. I call Joe Exotic. I call Thexus down. Can I say that and just? I can't ready like an action to have like a reaction attack because I already said something.
You can. No, you can ready an action.
Well, I want to ready an action just to. So I could, if he comes in, if he flies in, I could swing at him.
Yeah. If he gets within reach, you will attack. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I want to do. I'll call him down.
Sure.
And I look at Quigley down and shake my head.
Just shake your head. That will take us to Marcus's turn. Big Krag is out there yelling up at Thexus.
I have a question.
First things first, Lord Marcus. You got your wish.
Oh, I did. Sarah BC1, that's my girl. She got me. $25 overcharge. Just waiting, Jim.
Nice.
So, my question is, if I were to perform a full round action of casting, upon completion of said spell, do I have to do said spell, or can I move first and then do said spell?
No, when the spell completes, that's when it completes. That's when it becomes active.
Well, son of a biscuit. All right. Well, I'm gonna move out into the snowy area so that I can see the roof. And I will. What if I cancel a full round action of a spell?
What do you
mean?
mean?
Do I lose it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna start casting, Jim.
Okay.
Mad monkeys.
Mad monkeys. You can't summon the monkeys in the air.
Why not?
Because they can't fly.
But they would fall and be a distraction.
Then you're just like
no.
If they fell, they'd be a distraction while they fall through the square.
You know, you can't.
They would only work for one round. They would only work for one round in the air.
Okay, Marcus, you go out and you begin casting mad monkeys to summon them in the middle of the air. It is my turn. I aim a fireball in the middle of all three of you on the ground. Everybody roll a reflex save.
Oh, I'm
Point of order. I'm still an air element.
Mug and Alex are not in the range of this.
Great.
My AC is down 1, but does this affect my reflex as well?
No, reflex saves are not affected.
Do I have a? I don't have a reroll, do I?
I'm gonna use one of my rerolls.
You have an edge, a mercy, and a draw.
And I'm gonna use my edge as well. I'm gonna use my second reroll.
Definitely using my edge.
Goodness.
An
edge can't save me now.
Oh, goodness.
Reflex save of 7. I'm just too big. I can't get out of the way.
I rolled a 9, a 2, and a 5. So hit me with that damage.
We all gonna die.
This is the 4th one I've rolled in a row. So that's not great. Yeah. I do have a question.
Okay.
After I die, can I give my overcharge that Sarah BC1 donated to one of the other players that are still alive?
Sure.
Because I feel like that's only fair that she took the time to donate.
You think you're gonna die? I'm about to die.
Oh, no. This is going to wipe me out in one hit. Dead. This is going to wipe me out in one hit.
Okay. So since you all failed, You take 19 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy
Okay.
here as well. Thank
Mercy
you,
as
Sarah
well.
BC1.
Thank you, Sarah. Mercy.
Okay, so you all take 19 points of damage because I have an overcharge that I apply to the fireball, negating your mercies.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh shit.
How can you negate?
By adding the same amount of damage that you've just negated by your mercies.
I'm gonna tell you, my life force is cragging it right now.
Cragging it. And then this guy is going to just drop down onto the roof. So he is now on the roof of this longhouse.
So I'm next, and I will.
It is
pull out,
Quiggy's turn.
I will pull out a potion of considerably serious wounds.
Serious
cure considerably serious wounds, and that does 8d8 plus.
Where did he get a
like
cure
something you're just making up.
serious? Yeah, where did he get a cure serious?
Sounds like a thing you just conjured out of thin air.
I'm just saying.
We had 2 cure moderates, not cure serious.
You do have some potions.
Yes, we do, and I'm not carrying any of them. So onward to death, and I start climbing up the building.
You begin climbing up the building. After Quigley, it is Alex's turn.
I got an 8.
How far
You
away?
do not climb very far.
Sorry, how far away is he from me?
So you pull yourself up onto the top of the roof,
Yep.
and he's basically directly in front of you, about 15 feet away.
If I were to give Mug a cure light wounds, will that provoke an attack opportunity on him?
He's not right next to where Mug's lying, so no, you could safely get over there and do that.
Okay, I'd like to get over to Mug and pour a cure light wounds down his throat. 8 plus 5.
Oh,
So
wow.
maximum.
Max healing. Very nice.
Max.
Very nice. Well done, Alex.
Sweet.
Mug, does that put you in the positives?
By 8.
Sweet.
Nice. Then you wake up and it's your turn.
Well, I wake up. I'm still an air elemental, which is lovely. Is the bad guy still flying around, right?
No, he just landed on the roof.
Okay.
He's by us.
I need a ruling on ice spears, Jim. Can they
Okay.
come from the roof rather than the ground?
I believe
They're like stalagmites that shoot up.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the spell. I'm not sure if it specifies, because I know it doesn't have to be a snowy surface. Like there's special rules for that if it is. But let's see if it says that it must be like ground or something. Because I don't think so. I think you could just do it, because you could do it inside. Like, yeah, no, you could do it. I don't see any reason why you couldn't. It's magic.
Okay. So he's gonna get a reflex save for
Just
half.
like how you could cast Mad Monkeys in the air. It's magic.
Oh, they're talking about.
Reflex save for half. He's at a -2 because it's snowy out here.
Oh, okie dokie. He fails the reflex save.
All right. And that's just one spear, correct? It's one for every 4
it's
levels?
1 per 4 levels. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. Where's the spear? Where's the damage number? 2d6. 2d6. Max damage. 12.
Ow.
12 damage.
Nice.
From an
Owies.
ice spear.
Nice.
Owie.
Bet
And
you
then
he's feeling it now.
You said
Stand
12?
up. Or float up, whoosh up, whatever.
You whoosh up. All right.
Not too far.
Not too far. You notice once again that as you cast this spell, the sword seems to specifically absorb just a tiny bit of that energy, and it glows just a little brighter.
Oh no.
Can I announce that sword? It's like, that sword is sucking the magic.
Gross.
Gross.
No magic.
This sounds like a sword that Sir Krag would love to have wielded for forever.
After Mug goes, it's Craggle's turn. Craggleton.
Jim, like the fire washed across me.
Yeah.
That wasn't pleasant.
Mm-mm.
I rage!
Woo! It's
Rage
mad about
climb. Rage. Can I rage climb up there?
You can rage climb, yeah.
Natural 20.
Nice!
20 on the die. Rage
Yeah,
climb.
you get mad, you rush the building and just like haul yourself up onto the top of it. It's going to
Nice.
take your whole action, but it is very successful. And now it is Marcus's turn.
Ah!
And now he's landed, so I can cast Mad Monkeys.
Yeah, you could cast Mad Monkeys. Did you make a concentration check when you took all that damage?
No, I didn't. Boy, I need a D20 that will work. Do I have anything to combat your?
Yeah, you've got all those. You've got all those edges. You've got 2 edges.
No, I used one, so I have 1 edge.
Good.
Oh boy.
Get it.
Oh boy.
Get it.
Come on. Ah! 16 on the die plus 11 is 27 for concentration.
27. And you took how much damage?
19.
I took 19.
No,
Plus double
no.
the spell's level.
You took more than 19. You took 24.
No, I took 19.
Depends, Jim Jam, because you overcharged it.
But that just took away our
Yeah,
mercy.
because if you had damage reduction, then
Okay.
you would, yeah. It doesn't matter because the DC is 10 plus the damage dealt, 29 plus the spell's level, which makes it a 32. So that is a failure and the spell fizzles.
Great. I'm going to use my bonded object to start casting Mad Monkeys again.
Casting Mad Monkeys again.
To be clear, how much damage did we take from that fireball?
19 points.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
That's the end of my actions.
And, oh yeah, that's right, because it's a full round action to begin casting again, which takes us to the top of the round with old Thexy going ahead to go. He sees
Sexy
Krag.
Thexy.
Sexy Thexy. He sees Krag climbing up over this thing. He sees the air elemental is back on its feet. He sees there's a girl running around with knives and potions. Doesn't like any of it. What is he gonna do?
Die.
He will, let's see, which one's he going to attack? It's going to be old Krag. Old Krag. So he's just going to try to bull rush you, Krag, right off the building.
Ooh.
He got up onto the building. He's just going to try to smack you off of it. Actually, no, he's not. No, he is. No, he's not.
Wait, what, did you roll poorly? You said you were doing it.
No, I did. I was just looking to see, but then I remembered that he has reach. So yeah, he's going to do that. So it's just a CMB check. Don't try to come at me with the you said it, blah, blah, blah. I'll do whatever I want. Against your CMD, that is 26.
Oh man, where is it on the sheet? Oh, here
Jim
it
Jam,
is.
did you forget we're level 5?
Does his CMD go up due to being enlarged or no?
Because he's facing a large creature, it basically even like there would normally be a bonus, but it would be relative to size, and they're both the same size. So the bonus I would get for being large is negated by the fact that he is large.
You got me.
Gotcha. So you go falling back off the building, and you're going to take.
I grab him though. I grab him and take him with me.
Can't do that, but you do take 3. You take 3 points of falling damage, and you are prone on the ground below.
That's not bad.
And that will take us. Yeah, it's really not that bad. You guys are all weird about it, but it was just for flavor. It was just really trying to create a cinematic moment. And didn't. I could have done way more harsh things.
I enjoyed it.
That was a bad taste. That flavor was a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. It's Quigley's turn.
I climb the building. 11.
You are not climbing that building. It's just not happening.
I'm trying. I climb again.
Okay, yeah, try to make another check.
16.
16. You're getting closer to trying
I'm
to climb
getting
that building.
closer to Krag.
Closer to trying to climb. But it is now Alex's turn.
Oh God, it's just me and Mug up here, yeah?
That's correct.
How far away is he from me?
Now, because he went to the edge of the building, so he's about 30 feet away. Just push Krag off the building.
So is he technically looking down the building that I can sneak up behind him and stabby?
Well, the beauty is that there's no facing in Pathfinder, and he's aware of you. So no, you can't really sneak. There's nowhere to hide. Unless you have the ability to become invisible, in which case you could. But I don't know that you have anything.
I don't, because he didn't give me anything. Okay. Okay, let's just go stab him. Let's go. Let's just do this. Where's my D20?
Hey,
Here we go.
That's sometimes what you got to do. Now, he is a large creature, so he's going to get an attack of opportunity when you get up into his business. But you don't forget you have mobility. So whatever I tell you, when I give you the AC that I've hit, remember to add 4 to your own AC to determine whether you get hit.
Yes.
Oh, God, that is 34. So it is irrelevant.
Dude hits hard.
He hits hard.
God. Okay.
You take 20 points of damage. No, sorry, 21 points of damage as he just boom gets you right in the side. But you're then right up next to him. You can take your stabby stab.
Okay. You know what? Can I use my mercy on that?
You can. Yeah, absolutely. You can use the mercy.
So that adds 7 back. Oh, sorry, 5 back.
Okay.
Okay. So
Jim, are you sure you didn't want to use your edge on that one to hit her?
Excuse you?
No, I think I was okay with that.
Excuse you. I know where you live.
Can't come, it's quarantine.
Oh my God, I got a 1.
Oh, that's bad.
A natural 1 on your attack. Yeah, the hit just throws you so far off balance, and you try to come lunging in and almost throw yourself over the side of the building.
You have a reroll.
Can I use my reroll? Or no, it's too late.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay, reroll. Thank you for my reroll.
Reroll.
Okay, here we go.
You have more edges too if you want to throw them on there.
Okay, I'll throw my other edge. So 13, 14 plus 8. Not enough.
14 plus 8 is 22, which is going to do it. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And then it's not much, but here we go. 4 points of damage.
All right. Hey, you stab him a little bit. You get some blood on the blade. You get some blood on the blade. After that, it is Mug's turn again.
I will. I need to cast this and then use it. So I'm going to cast Divine Trident so it's in my hand for the next round. And then I am going to move. I'm going to stay where I'm at currently. I'm going to prepare to flank with Alex next round.
Gotcha. All right. After Mug's turn is Krag's turn. You're lying on your back on the ground looking up at this creature. It turns around, slams Alex with the flat of its blade and nearly takes her whole head off. What do you do?
How tall is the building?
It's about 10 feet tall.
So if I stand up, is it standing towards the edge of the building? Would I be able to reach it and hit it?
I mean, kind of, but yeah, I don't know. Sure.
Yeah?
Because you're big. I'll let you do it.
So I can stand up and take a raging power attack?
You got 10 feet of reach, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get up, be real pissed, glare at this thing.
You have an edge you could use?
Yeah, I know, I have an edge too. I'm gonna use the edge on that. Is this some kind of muscle wizard, Jim?
You're not sure what it is, but it could be a muscle wizard.
A muscle wizard.
This is pretty good. I really hope this hits. 27 plus 1, 28.
28 hits, yes.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, my weapons are bigger too, so they're 2d8?
No, it goes to, it is, but it goes to 3d6.
Oh, it goes to 3d6. Okay.
Yeah.
3d6. Ooh, that's exactly, I get to use the extra d6 that I bought with my original Krag dice. This is fun. All my d6s. That's not a bad. not a bad hit. It's 24 damage.
24 points of damage.
24 points of damage.
Yikes.
Giant Krag smash you on top of building.
Certainly was
Sonic
not expecting
boom.
that. And he looks pissed. But he's still up.
Oh, pissed.
After Krag, it is Marcus's turn.
Mad monkeys appear.
Mm-hmm.
And they distract and nauseate him.
Make a save here.
I'm going to use my overcharge from Sarah BC1.
Okay.
That adds my level to the DC.
Yes.
And
don't tell me what it is just yet. Let me figure it out. What type of save is this? Fortitude save, right? For the nausea?
What in the failing a saving? It's actually, you're going to hate this. Creatures failing a saving throw. Actually, hold on. I know how to figure that out. That's in the monkey swarm part. And the distraction. Where is distraction in here? Distractions. Okay. So I think it's a, what is it? It's distraction. What is distraction?
It's usually
fortitude save. It's a fortitude save.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So my total is 25.
I think even with Sarah BC1's boost, I can't get there.
Aww.
Because I'm pretty sure all I can do, the best I can do with that is a 20 with her boost.
Gotta use your fail card.
But then, because why not? I critically fail my action, Jim, to make him flat-footed.
Okay, he's flat-footed. That could actually make a big difference.
So I'm going to do that, but I do it hilariously. So what does that do? Is that up to me or is that up to you?
You tell me how is it
midair?
They appear where you originally tried to summon them and begin just flopping around like.
Yeah, they just fall down the roof and then just
they'll die.
Just slide down the roof.
Thexus believes this is hilarious.
And then I will take an action because that was my full round that the monkeys appeared.
Mm-hmm.
So I might as well do something useful and cast Magic Missile.
Magic Missile.
Yes, please. That's D4s.
Don't worry too much about adding up all that damage because as the missiles go flying forth, they strike this almost invisible translucent shield around his body and just get absorbed into it. You also notice that the sword he's carrying glows just a tiny bit brighter.
Okay, but he's going to start his turn in the Mad Monkey Swarm, right?
He would technically, yeah.
Great. They want to steal his thing, his sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they do 2d6 damage to him.
Okay.
Forgot about that part. That damage is 10 damage.
10
6
points
and a 4
of damage.
If that matters. And they do want to disarm him.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
It is the start of his turn. It's a CMB check on your part to try to disarm the monkeys.
Yes.
What are you trying to do to these monkeys?
There's so much animal cruelty going on.
Some Tiger King action here.
Oh.
Oh, I think if Jason Bullman's streaming after we get off of here, Jim's gonna go on the stream and be like, "Why is Mad Monkeys a thing?"
Explain to us how Mad Monkeys came about. Were you sitting around a table that said monkeys and that was it?
25.
25 against his CM Dizzle. Let me check that out real quick. He's a beefy boy. That is not going to do it.
I have no other cards. Nothing that had like him being flat-footed doesn't impact his.
No, it doesn't impact his CMD.
Ugh.
It's a problem when you're trying to disarm giants. They're big boys and they are hard to disarm or push around. So that was the start of his turn. He sees all these monkeys. He sees Krag on one side. He sees Alex on the other. He realizes that he's got to act to clear the field, so to speak. So he grips the sword in both hands, and the glow that's been building up suddenly becomes intolerably bright, and there is a blast of magic that's centered on him. Everybody needs to make or just Krag and Alex, and the monkeys need to make a reflex save.
I'm gonna add an edge to that.
Jim, take a
Krag,
look.
You got
on,
an edge too.
Did I have 2 edges or 1 edge?
Oh, it's on the board.
No, I used it. I already used my edge. Sorry, I used my edge already. I just have my draw. So, Jim, take a look on your desk there. There's a little post-it. My eyes are closed.
Well, it's not the blinding light. It's the force of the blast that hurts you. So I'm not so worried about your closed eyes.
Oh, what is it?
It's a reflex save.
I rolled a 13.
13 is a fail.
Can I use my 2 hearts to do something for me?
2 hit points back, yeah. You heal yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
I have an 8.
Okie dokie. That is a fail. And how about the Mad Monkeys? What did they get?
Well, hang on. Voss is in the chat. He says any penalties to a creature's AC also apply to its CMD. A flat-footed creature does not add its dexterity bonus to its CMD.
That would still not be enough to disarm him.
I'm sad. Oh, the monkeys are killed by magic. I don't know how many of the 500, 200, 100 monkeys. I don't know.
Well, the swarm has stats.
I know. They get fried. So you tell me how much damage they take.
Okie dokie. Everybody who is in or around Thexus's space is going to take. Sorry, I rolled it. It takes 13 points of force damage as the sword discharges all of its pent-up energy, returning itself to its original power, but dealing all of that damage. That was a standard action, and so he's just going to basically fly straight back so that he is directly above Krag now. And that is all he can do. Which
Have I
takes
made
us... Huh?
Have I made it to the top of his building yet? It's
No,
10
you have
feet.
not, you have yet to pass any of your checks.
No,
to do
I
so.
passed one.
You
passed
didn't.
one. I got a 16 on one.
Yeah, 16 was not the DC. Alex failed on an 18 before.
There's no chance for me to climb up this thing.
I don't know what to tell you.
Give me my throwing axe, Jim. I always had a throwing axe, and I don't have it on my character.
You have a throwing axe.
I draw my throwing axe. I throw it at this thing.
Okay, roll an attack.
First, I'd like to make knowledge religion.
Knowledge planes, actually.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna throw it at it.
Okay.
No.
It's going to be a 21.
21 is a hit.
Forget what damage it does. 1d6?
D6 plus your strength modifier, yeah.
Remember, Jim is fair and just for you.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. He's looking bloody. He's looking like he's getting towards the end of his rope, but he's still alive. Still alive. It is Alex's turn.
I'm going to use my Ace of Hearts to make me have full health.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for my card.
Nice.
And she gets, doesn't she get DR
damage
too?
reduction.
She gets DR equal to her level, so she has DR 5 now.
Oh.
Great. So
Game over, man.
DR. I'm going to run up to him and stab him.
That's
He's floating in the air, right?
Oh, he's floating in the air?
He's floating over Krag. But But you can, but because Krag, basically, he would still be right over the edge. So you actually can threaten him. But unfortunately, again, because he has the reach, he's going to take a swing at you when you step up to hit him.
Gotta jump out there. And...
Yeah, I was going to say, can I leap off and
You want to climb on him?
Oh, I thought you said he's floating. He's flying down.
He is floating, but he's
floating above me.
He's in the air still. It's all good.
Okay. Huh?
You can hit it. Like at no point have I said you can't hit him.
Okay.
You can strike him.
But you have an attack opportunity on me,
I do get an attack of opportunity, which hits an even 20.
Nope, because I have the mobility.
Because you got the old mobility, right? And I lost all my bonuses to my weapon for using that blast, so.
Okay, so I'm going to use my last edge.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
That is not what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
I will not succeed. Alex, we go to Mug.
Oh, God.
Is this guy still flat-footed?
Yeah, he's flat-footed until the end of Marcus's turn.
Okay. I'm going to gamble that he can't take another attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And I'm going to move up and attack with my Divine Trident.
Well, lucky for you, he does not have combat reflexes, and you can indeed.
Okay, this is against his touch attack, Jim.
Okay, against touch AC.
Uh-oh. It is a natural 20, Jim.
Woo!
That's a critical hit.
It is a natural 20.
That'll do it.
Total damage is going to be... Oh, he has spell resistance, if that's a thing.
Not a thing for him.
Total damage is going to be... I assume tridents are just doubled?
I don't know. I don't. It's still. Does it act as a trident, or is it just
as a trident? Yeah.
Okay, then find out.
Times 2. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be a total of. I can't math because I'm dumb. 20 damage.
20 points of damage is
20 points of damage.
Enough to make him dead.
Yes.
Jim Jam, you do have your 3 of hearts.
Even if I gave myself 3 hit points, I would be at -1.
Jim,
that's a card, Jim.
Okay, I use my card and have -1 hit points.
Jim, it's my turn. Jim, coup de grace.
He was floating directly above you, so he falls onto you.
Oh, wait.
And kills you.
I cast Featherfall on him.
Okay, great. Because then I get to just double smash. I knock him out of the park.
He's out of the park. He's no longer in the park, everybody.
Krag has been playing way too much Super Smash.
I have to ask a question because this is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So I want to know if it would have been possible. On my turn, I was going to cast Floating Disc beneath him so that the monkeys could run onto it and get at him.
No.
Yeah, you would have let it happen. Yeah. That'd have been a good use of Floating Disc.
Oh, man.
I am out of spells. I got 8 good berries. Who needs a good berry?
I'm at 2 hit points, so
yeah, I'll take some good berries, and I'm gonna drink one of Cadwell's potions as well.
Sure.
Jim, can you reveal to us that was not Thexus, and Thexus comes now?
He says, "Thexus will avenge me."
It's just wave after wave after wave.
No!
Like, I'm gonna get him.
Can I search him? Search him. I know he has that sword.
Yeah, he's got that sword. He's wearing exotic looking but far too large for humans armor. He's got the sword, which is again too large for people. But it's certainly, it's magical. I mean, you saw it did magical things. It's magical. He doesn't seem to be carrying a whole lot else on his person that seems of interest to you. He's obviously got some weird, you would guess, spell components. You've seen Marcus carry a lot of the similar stuff, but he's not carrying a spell book, oddly enough.
What is this guy?
Yeah, Knowledge Planes, Jimbo.
Knowledge Planes him.
He's not Thexus. We know that.
He's Nexus.
Dude, my rolls went cold. Wow. 14 total.
14. You have no idea what this weird You have no idea what he is.
Jim, would his
Yes.
armor would his armor fit me right now?
Right now it would, but in a few minutes it won't.
I'm gonna
But
put
it
it
will
on.
shrink with you if you're wearing it, Eric.
I'm gonna put this armor on. I'm gonna try this armor out.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna be like,
God.
man, this looks like good armor. I strip him of his
It is-
armor.
Let me double check it. I double check what he's got on. It is a chain shirt, actually.
Oh, it's just a chain shirt. It looked exotic.
It's an exotic style chain shirt.
And we are just
Yeah,
riding Jim.
I take it and put it on.
Okay.
Why not?
It takes you about 5 minutes to get it on, and at the end of that, you shrink down, and it's now too big for you.
Oh man!
God.
Does this guy have ID on him?
Yeah, he has a
Can we
big.
confirm?
He has a card that he wears on one of those little lanyards.
bracelet?
It's one of the zip ones that you pull out so you can key card things, and it says Thexus, Ogre Mage Extraordinaire.
I just realized
Ogre
something.
Mage. We know he's an ogre mage now, guys.
I just realized something, guys. We've got to take his head. It's a pretty large head, which means we're probably carrying it in the box. It's a blind harpy.
Oh.
She won't even know it's in there.
Well, why are we? Whoa. Why are we carrying her in the box at this point? Let's just let her walk. We can just guide her.
Oh, that's true.
If we've killed
Wow.
Thexus.
There's no
Marcus.
dangers or anything. Remember those very cold
So
fungi?
chivalrous.
Marcus, you do have a heart.
She can fly. Just have her fly over the fungus.
She's blind though.
Yeah,
She
just
can't see.
you just
We
gonna
push
be
the
like
box really hard and jump
Hitting
in like
her
it's a bot.
head against stalactites.
I'm going to town, cutting this son of a. I'm cutting his head off right now. I'm
His
going to town.
head is off. He has
Yes.
he has a body and a head.
Yes. There's a body in here.
okay, Garand.
I think we should search that last room before we head back.
Oh, there was that one last room. She's right.
Yeah, we'll search that one
I mean, what
area.
if Ale is in there?
My question is, guys, where the hell did Thexus come from? Is there some other evil lair?
I've
This
never
guy.
seen his kind before. I couldn't tell you.
But
I'm
were
gonna
they just-
expend charges of the wand to get everyone back to full.
Thank you.
Were they just here in this longhouse, or does he have some sort of evil cave or some kind of? We may never know.
I'm gonna start climbing down the building.
Sure. Yeah, you climb down the side of the bed. I mean, I assume at this point you've all sort of gathered up. You're pinging yourselves with wands. You're searching the body. You're cutting the head off. Yeah.
I feel like
So all this
Thexus
is
was
happening.
working with Goddard Grimwhip. That's what it was.
It was a racket. Goddard Grimwhip was running a racket, and you figured it out.
So, can we go back? Does the guy, the 3-armed man, have a pull card thing? Can we double check and make sure find out his name?
He says I am Thexus, and every single one that you see just says I am Thexus.
He finally makes it to the top of the roof.
Oh, it's like Negan.
Yeah, exactly.
So you go back and you search the body of the 3-armed man, and he normally would have one of those cards, but he's very scatterbrained, and he forgot it, so doesn't have it on him.
Oh, goodness. All right, I'm gonna walk up to that door and detect
Sure.
the traps.
So you guys search that room. You guys get in. You determine there's no traps. You get into the room. You see that it is a whole bunch of treasure, like physical, monetary treasure that you would guess as you're looking at it. You look at the stylings of looking at all the stylings of the treasure that you find. And you realize that this must be stuff that was looted from the people who. And yes, for Lucas's sake, there's also a fan treasure chest.
Yes!
Yes! There's a fan treasure chest in there. Let me go find the fan treasure chest and see if I can find one that
Who's it
wasn't
from?
used.
Who's it from?
Yay!
I don't know. I have to go open up the fan treasure chest list.
There's people
I have to
that
go
says
back.
that the people that have said that never got picked. Sarah BC1 said hers never got picked.
Okay,
Bob
hey,
said
let's
his
figure
never
this
got
out.
picked.
I hope that it's one that got in before.
Chest.
I hope it's one that got in before the rules were laid down. It's like Lucas's one that had like ridiculous loot in there.
Elite Trooper said, "Theirs never got found."
Aww.
We just found all the fan treasure chests.
All of them are
it
in
was
this
just
room.
chest of fun chests.
all the fan treasure chests.
We're gonna have to get
Don't
them out.
open
get the
a
harpy out so we can fill
single
the box.
one.
We give it back to all the people that they were stolen from.
I've got one from Kevin Alexander.
Ooh.
Kevin Alexander. There is a potion. There is a scroll of cure moderate wounds.
Okay.
A potion of vanish.
Oh.
And a rewind ring,
Ooh.
which allows you to take back a single action that you have an action that you just took. It allows you to take it back.
We do that all the time, Jim.
I know. Well, yeah, but it allows you to do it. It's basically without metagaming.
Dibs. They're all mine. They're all mine. Dibs.
We call that the
all
couch
those items.
special.
I call it Omega 13 the ring.
That's exactly what it is. Omega 13 the ring can roll back a single action that you took that you didn't like the results of.
All right.
That's awesome. Thank you,
good.
Kevin Alexander, and thank you,
Kevin.
fans. You
good.
fans blew up tonight. I thank you.
Voss, is that a custom item? Yes. That is not. That was something that was designed for the fan treasure chest. It was not. It's not a Pathfinder legal item at all.
Oh, he went to Google right away and looked it up. He's like, lies.
You gather up all of the money that you get. This law looks like it was looted from the people whose village was destroyed. It does look like Thexus was using this sort of as his base of operation. He came in, he slaughtered all the people, and started using this as his little mountain hideout. He got a follower, obviously, that you never learned who he was because you killed him real fast. And then you begin your trek back down the mountain. Somehow you managed to avoid the brown mold and not die on your way back, even though that's definitely what would have happened. And you return the harpy, Stella, to her mother, who is overjoyed to have her daughter back, and she does indeed release Ale back to Mug. Even though you never completed her side quest, she's still grateful enough for your service that she releases Ale, who looks like he was not treated poorly. They fed him. In fact, he actually looks like he was having a good time maxing and relaxing while you were out getting killed.
Is Ale's girlfriend now a harpy?
Ale's girlfriend is now a harpy.
Nice.
You trek back down the mountain. You give Thexus's head back to Akshia, who is overjoyed to be able to return to her home in the mountains.
Does she eat it?
Almost immediately. She feeds the head to her children first. They all feast upon Thexus's head before they bid their farewells and make it back to the mountain. You all make it back to Trapsboro.
Did I get to keep the demon horns?
Where you spend
level up.
Where you spend all of the money that you've gotten on biscuits. Therefore, it does not at all interrupt or affect the continuity of the season.
Don't we repay the debt that Krag has?
You also have to repay the debts from all of the agreements that you signed before leaving. So yes, you use all of the treasure, repaying all of the leases out that you took out on all the potions. And that is the end of our tale for today.
You know, Jim, when you tell us what we do, we're way more efficient here.
You do a lot better when I just tell you what happens, because otherwise it gets wild.
You know what? I like snarky, salty Jim Jam. Probably my favorite iteration.
There's a lot.
I don't do that as much in Phantom, but when we get back to Dat Classic, I get to unleash all of that back out. Wow. That was fun, guys. Let's go ahead and talk to the chat for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to thank the chat again because what an incredible night you guys made this. That was was so much fun. That was so much fun and so crazy.
Crazy.
And I feel so bad about the overcharge, Sarah. because I thought I could get him. But Jim, you were never going to let me get you on that one.
Nah.
No.
Lucas Martinez. Next week, the Classic Krag Krew finally does the Johann Mendeleev side quest, and this world's Krag Krew didn't steal from him or poop in his wagon.
It's the universe where Mendeleev is their good friend.
That'd be
These
cool.
classics are just going to be Jim shoehorning in the dropped threads.
Oh, how funny would that be?
Crossbear 18 says, I can think of 2 people that could have benefited from the rewind ring in season 2. # Diana's 2 other characters. And boss
They
says,
did
don't
need to take
bully
back some
Diana.
actions. Yep, they needed to take back some actions.
Kitsu723 loved that classic episodes.
Yeah.
Glad you guys had a great time.
Fluffy Walrus is dealing with a 5 a.m. time currently where they are.
Oh, goodness. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for staying up and watching.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
6 a.m. for Voss, so we're narrowing down the country he's in.
I've already decided. I already have it decided.
You can text me. I know it.
All
I looked at the list.
You've decided where Voss lives?
I've decided that I am correct. I think I've narrowed it down. He won't deny it or confirm it. I think
He's allowed to have his anonymity. This is the internet.
Yeah.
So Jim, obviously
Yes.
I'm the producer of this show, so clearly I know, but like maybe you could tell the fans what we're doing next Friday. But I definitely know what we're doing next Friday.
That would be weird if you knew what we were doing next Friday, because I don't exactly.
I
We're gonna
don't.
play. I was going to discuss that with the fans just in a second here. I will say that because I don't want to create this whole weird alternate like this as an adventure fits into like here's a couple of days from the Krag Krew that we never saw. I don't want to create like a whole alternate campaign that somehow has to like fit into also what we know about the Krag Krew. So I'm not going to have this going in with a permanent like Krag Krew through the pandemic thing. However, I do want to stream, and I think we should play. And we do have a multiverse, and there is one particular place we haven't visited in the multiverse for a long time. A place so magical and so bright and so sparkly.
Is it the shipwreck?
That we might need to take a little trip and peek in and see what certain characters are doing. But we have to see if that can be made to happen. We'll have to see.
Is it Angie Mug and Thistle's resolution from season 3?
That is not what we're going to be doing next week. But I can tell you that we will be here next week, and we will be playing something. And just come join us at 6 o'clock next Friday, and you will see a show.
And you know what? We say this all the time, everybody, but definitely let some of the other DAT family know that we're still streaming, because I do know that, to be honest, I think there's just a lot of content out there now because ain't nobody got anything else to do but consume content, whether it's Twitch, Netflix, YouTube, Mixer, whatever. Yeah, let the DAT fam know if they're not watching that maybe tuned in for DAT Bantam, and then we're like, oh, okay, well, they're obviously not streaming during the pandemic. No, yeah, we're streaming every day, basically. And tomorrow, we've got Krag Stravaganza in the morning, returns once again.
Yeah.
And then we have a special treat for you. We have invited Here Be Dragons to stream on our channel tomorrow at 4 p.m. So Nathan is in the chat. You obviously know Nathan, and I'm sure a lot of you have tuned in to that amazing show. But they will be streaming their campaign at 4 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday. If you like it, maybe we'll have a conversation and do more of it. Who knows? And I also think we've got even more shows to add to the schedule next week. So stay tuned, stick around for our socials. If you were a keen observer today, you may have seen the name of one of those shows already appear on the screen at some point. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Cool. I will see all of you, or at least most of you, on Monday night, because we're going to be running Jamie's Reign of Winter campaign. So I'll be hanging out on the player side of things, making somebody else's life miserable. It'll be a good time. To the rest of you, I'll see you all. I don't know why. I think I just whatever. Take that back. I need the rewind wing.
Game's done. It's over.
Just end the stream. Stop it. Stop this before it gets worse.
Bye, guys.
Everybody.
Bye, everybody.